maybe I'm wrong. Maybe on cell. Oh, okay. It was on before I turned it on to mute. Hello. Live stream coming soon.
We're doing a radio program today.
OSU Brainiac found a quiet corner of Super Cincy Expo. This was a quiet corner here until I took the microphone off mute. I had very cleverly made sure the microphone was on, which means that I actually turned it from on to muted.
Oh, very good.
But it is unmuted now. Welcome to da-da-da-dum.
A podcast, obviously.
Da-dum,
Ah,
a rotated.
wow, there we go. We are actually here.
I didn't shave
What
that.
do you know? Oh, well.
I did get a haircut. I got
Yes,
my.
yeah, you look bald, Corey. You can't even see your hair against that background.
Yes, there is hair on top here. It's but I did tell him to cut it short.
Uh-huh. And
It's
they
invisible
did.
hair.
It's invisible hair. He's now totally bald and egg-headed. Little, it reminds me of Aloe's thing. You do not need to make faces, thank you.
Welcome.
That's why
Very merry hero muss.
That is why we should be a podcast, honestly.
Ah,
We got a subscription. Thank you very much. Go
thank
on.
you. Subscribe, and they subscribe. Karunik subscribed because of that face I made.
Could be. That might be.
It's entirely that.
All right. Welcome to yet another live stream from Corey and Lori. And glad you could make it, Brainiac. Glad you could find it. I hope you're having a better, great time there.
Yeah. Is it an amazing event, I hope?
Yeah, but it's kind of sad that you had to take the time out from the amazing convention.
Oh, no. We're worth
We're
it.
far worth it, obviously.
We're special.
Let's see.
Downloads. I wonder what I could be downloading.
I don't know. Probably. Oh, it's a good first one. Great.
Agree.
Let's see. Hi, Tosh. Things in our life. Well, don't know what the next stream's going to be like, but it's going to be different because we are getting this
We are
house.
beginning our year of chaos.
Yes.
First, we had the torrential rains in the San Diego area, and now we are getting our house remodeled, something we've been planning on doing for a year or more, and finally getting around to. And so our next stream will be in the midst of a remodel.
Yes, if it doesn't get canceled because of unforeseen circumstances.
Well, I think we'll make it work.
We'll try. We will definitely try. But
if they haven't destroyed the router or the cable modem.
We're totally doing the floors throughout the house and painting everything. So therefore, everything has to be moved, and we will not have this gorgeous, gorgeous background when we come back.
Yes, because we are removing those bookshelves, but we'll eventually find something to replace, but not next time.
Actually, I'm thinking though we can. Well, we won't probably be.
Although
in
I'll have
this
more
room.
I'll have more room in here if I don't have
Yes,
books behind
but
me.
we could put the two bookshelves from the front sunroom here and
Well, I was
put all
thinking
these
put
things.
bookshelves there when we take out the filing cabinets.
Well, we still need a place for a filing cabinet.
We'll make it work.
Well, we will. So we will rearrange the entire house, and that'll be interesting.
OSU is looking forward to the eclipse. Are you traveling to the eclipse, OSU?
Yeah. Yes, the typical California earthquakes moved to the East Coast. Epicenter on the Donald Trump golf course there in New Jersey. So,
And our friend Eric Christian works for NASA and stuff, rocket scientist friend.
Yes.
We'll be going and commentating at the eclipse.
Yeah, that would be interesting because he knows all about it. So that would be very fun to.
Much more than we do.
Much more than we do.
Well, we sort of know that, like things rotate and that
Yes.
and that they're not in a totally perfect alignment, and
Moon-
therefore sometimes the moon ends up in front
Yeah.
between the Earth and the Sun.
Oh, it's supposed to be overcast here, possibly storming on Monday. That's sad. Yeah, just when you want to do something. Thank you very much for following us, Mingjar. Is that what I'm reading? No, I am not.
Mingjar?
It looked like it looked like it up there. Okay.
Well, Wintarian is a first-time chat and says, "Good afternoon, happy April. Hope your spring has gotten off to a good start. We've had nothing but rain here in the D.C. area."
We have sunny days of 70s, then spots of rain. So yeah.
And last night was cold. As you can see, and a sweatshirt, but that's mostly just because I'm an old wimp.
Yes, Highbury says he wanted to make the trip to see the eclipse, but unfortunately he got really sick.
Well, what did the beggar call me? Old fart, something like
Yes.
yeah, something like that. I tipped her $1, and after she knocked on the window of our car, I gave her $1, and it's like, well, thanks for that, you old fart, and walked off.
Yeah, so Corey's an old fart, yes.
And said, well, then thinking about it, $1 really doesn't buy a whole lot of food these days, or
That's
or
interesting.
alcohol.
Brainiac says that southwestern Ohio is in the range, and the veterinary services lab I work for is going to let everybody out there to enjoy the eclipse.
Awesome.
Yes, take a good look.
Well, we
But
know
don't forget
people.
your glasses,
We know
yeah.
people in Ohio. Ohio, more towards the northern part, that have had snow recently. So
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting in April.
Yeah,
I think we had snow in April occasionally when I lived in Philadelphia area.
and yes. Well, it should be interesting. I really, hope you guys get to see it who are in the place to see
Yes,
it.
hope it is
will
an
be,
awesome eclipse.
And Edenwaite says he's been reading the book Welcome to the Universe. It has a nice explanation on why we don't see an eclipse with every circuit of the sun.
Of the moon.
Of the moon. Well, yes, the sun doesn't actually do too much circuiting, yes. And we saw a
Well,
great...
technically, yes. Technically, the sun does revolve around the Earth.
There's the name that I mangled when I saw it on the other screen. The Mingjun
Shina.
Yeah. So had a great eclipse.
I'm probably mangling it too, but at least, I'm pretending to.
Yes, well, but I couldn't even see it because of the way it was on that screen. So yes.
2017.
Yes, Boston got snow.
Is that the NW as in Northwest United States or a different NW?
Could be
Australia.
yeah. And yes, it was snowing yesterday in Yosemite, and it was snowing in Oakhurst. So that's
where we used to live.
Where we used to live. Pacific Northwest. Okay, thanks. Okay, yeah. And let's see, the last big eclipse I remember was August 2017. Probably that was the biggie for most people. I've just seen lunar eclipses.
I don't know. I don't know what state I was in 2017, but I don't remember it.
Country, that was the one. Yes. Let's see. Yes, I was out in my front yard on my grass, and we had a slight. I was
2017?
No, several years. The last lunar eclipse, which was many years ago. I was with my cousin at my house in Arizona, and we were watching the lunar eclipse. It was a very orange moon. Let's put it this way. It was really interesting. I had a big spider that walked over me, and that was not so pleasant. But
we did have some interesting atmospheric phenomena. One time I thought that the aliens had invaded because the entire sky up in the north had turned weird shades of orange and purple.
Yeah, it was the weirdest colors. It was fuchsia. And we were in a hot tub, and we watched that come towards us, and it was like this illuminated gases coming over the hill. And it turned out to be very, very rare.
Aurora Borealis?
Yes, that was that low in our thing, which is something we never get to see.
Central California.
And it was just bizarre. Yes. I've never seen an eclipse, but I've been in places that were supposed to have them when nothing happened plenty of times. Well, weather here is iffy. Usually,
I occasionally, look things up in an almanac or a calendar and discover that I had everything right except that it was actually, 1897 or something rather than current.
Well, that's the problem. Yes.
And you can miss the eclipse if you get the wrong year.
Hello, Valiant. Welcome. So, yes, what else is going on in our life? Well,
Well, after that, we're going to take our first really big vacations in pretty much our lifetimes. Well, all right. I did take a really long one this summer when I was going to UC Santa Barbara. I drove out with a friend to Washington, D.C., and then from there up to Philadelphia area where I'd gone to high school. And from there flew to, let's see, somehow or other, I don't remember now. Got up to Ithaca, New York, visited
right.
Cornell,
Yes.
and that was my Plato summer
Yes, his summer of his Plato.
of visiting everybody I knew from
Visiting
Plato.
Yes, visiting Plato and having philosophical conversations with him, together with Euclid. Because today I got all the lectures on Euclid.
I told Lori all about Euclid,
and more than I ever wanted to know. Thank
Euclid
you.
wrote the first amazing, thorough and
You
complete
should have
textbook.
stopped by his house. Of course you should have, Corey.
I
Next
was.
time. Yes, Arlo, you could have been there.
Were you there in 1975?
Probably not even born yet. Yes. Ooh, Euclid. Yes. Yes. He had to lecture me on.
Yes, apparently Euclid at the beginning of his treatises had 5 postulates, and for
three of which
thousands
did
of-
not seem like a
for-
postulate.
4 of which were just like trivial and obvious,
Yeah.
and
Statements.
the fifth one, people said, "Is that true?" And they tried to disprove it for the next 2,000 years.
Yeah. So yes, that's my conversations. I get.
So that was the exciting part. That yes,
Yeah.
Lori gets to listen to me lecture about things that everything I've read or
I
seen.
heard he was a real square. Well, I thought he was a right triangle kind of guy. Yeah. Cornell, Carl Sagan's University. Oh, that would have been cool to get to see Carl Sagan.
My niece went to Cornell.
Who else would we have wanted to see? Feynman, of course, but Feynman.
Richard Feynman, yeah.
He would have been a great person to get to see in a lecture.
We did see Robin Williams. He was just like, at a street fair or something like that, and he was just being pretty normal, being a little bit funny, great guy.
Okay.
Were you not there?
No, I was not there.
That was in Los Angeles.
I'm going, wow, I would have loved to have seen him, but no, yes. If you come to my house, I'll show you my 2 1577 parchment leaves introducing Macbeth from the Hollinsheads. I always read it wrong.
Hollinsheads, is it? Hollinshead?
It's
Hollinshead.
Hollinshead. Okay, fine.
Walking
Chronicle.
stick made by the last remaining hunter-gatherers in the world, and
Cool.
water from Murden's sacred spring.
Oh, that's awesome. Our house has nothing quite so magical, and right now it's going to be a mess for a month and 2. Yeah. If you drink it, it refills your stamina points.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but if you drink it, you don't have it anymore. So that's the other thing.
That's the problem. Yes.
That's the problem with everybody who ever plays a role playing
Yeah,
game.
you got
You got a
your
limited potion.
3 potions of extra healing, and do you dare use one? Because then you only have 2.
Yes, and you might meet something worse. Yes, so yeah. In other news.
So the waters from the Hippocrene, we pretty much stole whole cloth out of Silverlock by
Yes.
John Myers, which if you are interested in classical literature,
and
definitely
trivia.
read, and trivia, definitely read Silverlock.
Yeah. I drank it at the site of the actual spring, though. That's great. You've clearly got wisdom, and clearly...
And you've become a
going
bard.
You're going to live for a long time. No, this is Murthen's Spring.
Oh, Murden's Spring, okay.
It's not the same thing.
Not the Hippocrene.
Not the Hippocrene. If a Hippocrene, you become a bard. So let's see. I was going to say that we have been actually playing Plunderstorm. And that's the...
Let's see, Lori, but me a little bit. We play
You're half of my level, so
yeah, she's level 30, I'm level 20. So I played it too, quite a bit.
Did you ever, Corey, did you meet Proctor and Bergman from Fireside Theater?
Well, I don't recognize or remember the names, but I did meet several of the members of Fireside Theater because they actually lived in Santa Barbara. And one year they were doing a George Papoon trial balloon thing. And
During the election year.
Yep. So George Papoon, wearing the paper bag over his head, rode in the back of my convertible through the UC Santa Barbara campus.
And one of those people was probably George Papoon, so therefore he probably met them. He just didn't know
Which one was Proctor? Which one was Bergman? No idea.
it. Any rate,
My brother was the big Fireside Theater fan. I kind of picked it up from him.
you did because you passed it over to me.
Hmm?
Which is a very bizarre kind of
Yeah,
humor.
Barry had all their records.
They're weird humor, really. It's an acquired taste, a lot like Monty Python, which, if you ever watched Monty Python's shows in any sequence and order, they blow your mind. And a lot of them are just like the jokes will go totally, totally over your head. But they are.
Lorian Wise, in fact, knows very well that Barry introduced me to Procter and introduced me to Firesign Theater.
Ah, very good.
So,
yes, Santa's last name was Claus, not Barbara. Yes. Do you stick to a set D&D character when you play, or do you mix up who and what you play as?
let's see. Do I still have my?
In the world of war.
No, D&D they asked.
I know. When we were actually playing, in the world where we actually got to play D&D, rather than yeah.
Can't read it, can you?
No.
That's Amtrak Omnicolored. There's page 4 and so on of his stuff. Some handwritten character that I probably only played once.
So the game that
Many
I
characters.
grew up on, Arizona D&D, which was the variation of
Lazarus of the Blinding Light.
had a system where all the GMs could basically your characters could go from one game to another with a different GMs, but they lost all of their equipment. They had to re-equip for the next person's world.
So they had effectively a locker on each world where they stored their stuff.
Had a portal between them. So that's how we started out with that kind of a thought. So you could have multiple characters, but generally you played your favorite character and went from world to world. Then when we were doing it, when we were, the big years where we really seriously played it, we often switched characters as often as we switched GMs.
So everybody in the 70s, 80s had their own massive character notebooks.
Yes,
and one of our friends had her car broken into at a Dungeons and Dragons convention, a hotel in Oakland, near the Oakland airport. And they stole all of her miniatures and her character notebook, and she was bereft and didn't play for quite a while.
Yeah. But
it's like having your children kidnapped.
I believe Claus is his stage name. That makes the most sense. Yes. Yeah. I have a huge set of characters.
Or her stage name, because Santa Claus is actually Santa Barbara.
Santa. Saint. Female.
Saint Barbara.
Yeah. So now you know that Santa Claus is honestly a woman in drag.
Someone still has their 5 1/4 Apple II floppies of this game. I started out on 8-inch discs on my homebrew CPM system, and that was a radical thing at the time, having diskette drives, because everybody else used tape, cassette tape. So yeah.
And Bill says the movie of the month last night at the church was Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I like it, but it was the most unsatisfying ending of any movie I've ever seen. Unless you've seen the
Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles, which also did that kind of thing. But I agree. I think that Monty Python's Holy Grail really breaks it so thoroughly and stomps it into the ground that it's hard to recover from that.
I don't remember the ending.
That's okay. That's when they all get arrested. So
I remember the ending of Life of Brian.
Well, I don't remember the.
Always look on the bright side of life.
I don't remember it. But I do remember reading all the credits. The best part, some of Monty Python were the credits, after all.
A moose once bit my sister.
Yes, indeed. And we've run with that joke for a long time, too.
So yeah, we steal from the best.
Mm-hmm. I love the abduction sequence from Life of Brian. Yeah, you're going the movie is so sort of straight, and then suddenly you get that, and it's
Blessed are the cheesemakers.
Where it just totally off the wall. Yes.
Sandals.
Yes. The Wonder Llama. Okay.
I
don't remember most of the movie, actually.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since we saw this movie.
You can safely assume that anyone who is
Ralph the Wonder Llama. Thank you. With the Ralph part, that was part of the credits. Yes. Yes.
You may safely assume that anyone who is a deeply ensconced fan of any particular fandom knows more about it than we do.
Yes.
We have our little bits and pieces that, we saw the movie once, maybe twice, at the time.
Yes. We are not the great fans.
I remember from my childhood that Yellow Submarine was the first movie that I saw more than once. Because back then you had to go to the theater to see it. It had to be still playing in the theater, and it cost money.
I saw it on TV. What do you mean, the movies?
Yeah, well, I saw Yellow Submarine in the theater twice.
Cool.
And that I thought that must have been a really special film.
I guess.
It kind of was and kind of wasn't.
It kind of wasn't, too.
Yeah.
But it was musically good. All right. So let's see.
So anyway, we have two long vacations planned this year. And that is basically...
When's the next one? The first one?
The first one is around Memorial Day, end of May.
End of May.
And we'll probably cancel a stream about then in early June. And then the second one is sometime in the fall, and I can't remember when.
We will tell you more about it when we
We're going to Central Europe,
yes,
and we're going to Ireland.
You're in a position to take some time. That's important. Yeah, it does mean that it's going to be very hard to get Ifeo's game out this year with all these interruptions.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, well.
But I think we'll get it out next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had a much propounded theory that I may have already said here, but I'll repeat it anyway, which is that working in the game industry at any given time, we either had enough time to do things, and that meant we weren't working, so therefore we didn't have the money to do anything, or we had the money to do things, but we were working and didn't have the time.
Yep.
And therefore we never did anything.
Yep. Yeah, I envy you guys. I was planning to have a trip to Israel, then it got invaded and threw all my vacation clause. Yes. Still trying to figure out where the hell I'm going this year. That's a shame.
I read about someone going on a Middle Eastern cruise and was planning on having port stops at several places in Israel, and they basically canceled all those, avoided Israel, and the people on it were very disappointed.
Did you see the final price of that copy of Mystery House went for?
No, what was it?
Did it go for a fantastic thing? Yes, hi, Bexar. Welcome.
What we're referring to is on eBay, I think it was on eBay, shrink-wrapped copy of, not a shrink-wrapped, a baggie. A resealable Ziploc bag.
In theory, the original baggie with the real...
With the Xeroxed or whatever printed typewritten notes for Mystery House and the floppy disk, the 5 1/4-inch floppy disk with the game. And according to OSU, that went for $14,114.
Very good. Somebody who kept that thing for the entirety, because obviously it didn't pass hands very often.
Which would be about 50 cents worth of materials, but it might have been $2 worth of materials back then.
And it probably cost him $40 or so.
Or 20, whatever.
No, remember they were trying to sell them. That was software,
It was software, but they took him they drove him in the back of John Williams' station wagon and stopped at all the stores that sold games and tried to convince them to carry it.
And it probably didn't get that good of distribution if they were doing it that way, so therefore it is a really rare thing.
And then Ken Williams did the same thing in Southern California. John did in the Midwest.
So, now you know all those very valuable game boxes that you have stored in your garage.
Several of which Lori made me give away or throw away 20 years ago.
Yep. Just came across some old floppies the other day and went through my comic collection. I own one where Superman races the Flash that a local comic shop now sells for $50. Wonder how much my stuff's worth. We found out that we had huge boxes of comics that weren't worth anything. Yes.
Yeah, we inherited like 100 boxes of comics from our friend and roommate Jim. And the problem is that he bought them extensively in the 90s.
Yes.
And that was a period in which they printed so many copies of every issue that they're basically worthless.
Even though they were mint condition, barely read, most of them, and all stored
in,
yep.
comic protection bags and stuff.
Brainiac says a few others popped up asking for 14 to 15,000 for portions of a complete copy.
Portions of a complete
yeah,
copy.
Right. We have the VGA Quest for Glory 1 box. The scalpers smell money, exactly.
Well, they had a case in which there were a couple of early video games. Like, I can't remember if it was a Mario game or something like one of the first that was in close to mint condition, been graded by one of the grading services, and that went for like $80,000 or something like that, and so people started getting dollar signs in their eyes.
Yeah, I read comics when they were 12 cents. I mean, I got fewer comics when they were 15 cents, and then when they went up to a quarter, that was beyond my price point. So I had a lot of early comic books from Batman and Superman, but then
probably not Action number 1.
My father threw them out.
Oh,
no, it wasn't that old.
Yep.
I am not that ancient. But yes, I lost my comic collection, and therefore I lost heart.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Ming Jun has a whole bunch of Infocom adventures with little extras they always put in.
That might be useful.
That might actually be worth something.
Right.
So, very, very important to have the original packaging. Like, I have the complete Magic the Gathering Collector's Edition that has all of the Power 9 and so on, but with square corners instead of the rounded corners and different backs, so they're not tournament legal. And those I've been seeing selling for like $15,000. But the catch is, those sell for like $15,000 with the original box they came in. Yeah. And I don't have that. I have them all in binders.
Some comics are sold very cheap as $1.39, but there were definitely more collectibles, yes. My problem was I read so fast that a comic book doesn't last 5 minutes, and I'm done with it. And so, therefore, I never really could see spending more than that.
She doesn't really assimilate all those beautiful
illustrations.
illustrations.
I'm terrible at reading.
And that's why Lori became a writer instead of an artist, is because she didn't see pictures.
Really? I didn't see poetry. I never read poetry.
Not a poet either.
All the Tolkien books, it was like there's no illustrations in here, and there's no poetry in here. There are no songs in here because I went past them at zoomed rate. So, yeah.
So, whether those things are actually intrinsically worth anything, basically depends whether you find someone with the right nostalgia. There's a strong theory that Mario Brothers or whatever it was sold for so much, not because of intrinsic value, but as a money laundering scheme.
Ah, okay. Now you know. You just need to get the right launderer. Yep. Yes.
So, we could put a original shrink-wrapped copy of Heroes Quest up for auction and then get, a $100,000 bid or something like that, and that would be basically somebody who wants to give us $100,000 as opposed to the game being worth that.
So, yes. That was a way of getting money to your alts in World of Warcraft.
Oh,
is that you would sell, you'd put something up for sale.
Yeah, you would have like a silken thread, and you would put it up for auction for 1,000 gold or 10,000 gold, and of course that's something that people could buy for 1 silver.
Right.
And obviously would just sit there in the auction house, but then your other character would come along that had gold and would buy that auction for 10,000 gold. Now all of a sudden your low-level character has that money available.
Yep. So, yes, we know all about money laundering. We played that game.
That was at the point when you could not send money from an Alliance to a Horde character, but there was a neutral auction house in Gadgetzan. I remember all these details all of a sudden.
Do.
That both Horde and Alliance could access.
And so that's
was
where your money
that was how we
laundering.
transferred money between factions.
Yes. Now they don't worry about that. You could send money to your alts. which is the smart thing to do.
Karnick says they also found the companies auctioning games were selling games to themselves to inflate prices.
Ah, yes, that's the old auction game.
And arguably we did that with the Kickstarter for Hero U, because we were coming up just short of the goal, and we got a couple of friends to make large bids on it.
I made a large bid.
And Lori made a large bid, and she did not get her money back. But the friends who made large bids, we basically repaid immediately after the thing funded.
So we did these schemes too.
So, in a sense, Kickstarter is all or nothing. We were shooting for 400,000. We actually got like 375,000, and then we repaid the friends had given us the other 25,000. Lori did not get her 5,000 refunded.
One of my old Superman comics has an ad for a mail-in correspondent jiu-jitsu course. I didn't know that was a thing.
I had one of the martial arts things I bought out of a comic book.
You did?
Yeah, it had basically
a little packet.
Yeah, it was a few sheets of paper that were various exercises and moves you could do to.
But of course, we had the little ads in our comic books, and that had the X-ray glasses were out of the comic books,
which we then used in Quest for Glory 2.
Yes.
The sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys, yes, they were always in the comic books, so it was like, wow.
And on the back of our comics were the ads for the Charles Atlas bodybuilding course. And are you tired of getting sand kicked in your face? We'll bring you from an 80-pound wimp to, a macho man sort of thing. And I don't remember the exact phrase, but something like that. And so we used that in the Journal of General Job Adjusting.
Yes,
we parodied that.
We parodied that.
The Mystery House price was pretty much press inflation. Folks heard about it via the news, and thus bidding got much higher. They're usually 1,000 or two if you're very lucky. There was a 3-box auction for High Res 0, 1, and 2 a few months ago that was about 1,800 at the end.
Yes, they got the publicity, and that really threw it up.
And Arlo Hero says, didn't realize all this time that the hero is just some guy who got conned into paying for the fax manual, and I had to figure out the rest of it.
You didn't realize that?
You didn't. That's the entire thing.
It starts out with that guy and the shopkeeper basically giving you that this is really a spiel. Yep. But you were conned by the fax. It was by the famous adventurer has been manipulating you all your life.
And basically the famous adventurer has been making a living by writing these pamphlets and then getting them distributed various places. And every once in a while someone finds them and thinks that he actually knew what he was talking about.
Hi, Golden. Welcome. I remember having sea monkeys. I never owned sea monkeys except that we had it. My son, when he was little, got a gift of a sea monkey kit.
I think I had a sea monkey kit when I was a kid. And the other thing we had were the barrel monkeys.
I wasn't done saying yes. Yes, we had the sea monkeys, and we just managed to get them started in their thing, and my son knocked it over, and I thought, oh my God, you just killed all those sea monkeys.
Did he?
Yes, he did. He didn't mean to. It was an accident, but the sea monkeys went, the water went everywhere. It was like, well, there goes all those poor sea monkeys.
Same thing happened in my wedding ring. When Michael was
sea monkeys are brine shrimp, in case you didn't realize it, that's what those things really are. And why they're amazing is because, yes, they could be dehydrated, and when you put them into a solution of salt water, they rehydrate and they're alive again, but they do not look like monkeys.
I was going to say, the other ones I had were the barrel monkeys, and those were the plastic ones that could all hang from each other's tails and stuff like that. Those were a lot of fun to play with. But Arlo Hero says...
which one? Oh,
bottom
the
one.
bottom. Oh, okay. And I guess I'm just some guy who the Cole's conned into traveling the world then, yes.
That's true.
You got it.
But that is what advertising is, or what marketing is all about. And when you go on the internet and you read something that talks about the wonders of Machu Picchu, and you say, that sounds really cool, I should go there. That's what publicity and marketing are all about.
Yeah.
And the ones that think that, this Hero U Road to Redemption sounds like a interesting concept for a game, I should check it out.
Little do they know that it's a propaganda tool of trying to teach you how to become a hero. Yeah.
But little do they also know that we're really bad at this publicity business, and there are not very many people who are getting that message that you got.
Oh, well.
Brine shrimp, yes. Those were the brine shrimp were these sea monkeys.
Yes. Yeah, we used to feed brine shrimp to our fish when we had an aquarium.
I got goldfish all the time at like country fairs and that sort of thing, and they generally last about a day after I got them home.
Alas.
My goldfish
Yeah.
were pining for the fjord.
Alas. So, at any rate, let's play the Eternal Quest. Let's play Quest for Glory, and let's actually see if we can get through the game today.
And see, what, the whole game?
Why not? We're
More of
halfway
it.
through.
More of it.
Yeah. I spread propaganda and got a streamer to play Quest for
I
Glory.
can't.
Yes.
However, there is a cup on top of my mouse pad.
All right, we'll move your mouse pad. All right, he'll be there.
Play.
Yep.
Let's go for it.
Good. I'm glad you got. Thank you, Gavin, for getting somebody to play Quest for Glory. Hello, all you fantastic people. Hello, Naming Collision. Funny thing is, in the time the stream has been up, I have played through and beaten a Cursed Seed playthrough of the randomizer. Oh, interesting. So that'll be interesting.
So our last save was
So you want to move a mouse pad, yeah.
Was save as opposed to cave after saving Baronet. That's
yeah, that's it.
That's two meanings of save. Interesting.
Yes.
That's really loud.
Yeah, it is. That was it. Game there, down there. All right, that sounds right for that.
Playing just means you're going along with the scam.
I plan to get back to Hero U sometime soon. Still need to play through in multiple styles. Yeah, you can. And you can play him as a total jerk. As
for worrying about our boy's health, I just saw the video on Euclid, and they were talking about a 17-year-old boy in 1807, something like that, who started trying to prove or disprove Euclid's postulates about parallel lines, and ended up kind of independently inventing spherical geometry. We've been to the cave.
Oh, that's just the cave?
That's the cave that way.
Fine. All right. So we've done the cave. We've done the bear. We've done the kobold.
So we were told to go and check in at the castle.
Oh, okay.
Where the Baron might be grateful. Quick, attack it with something. Throw a rock. Brigand. Oop. You could not escape. The battle was on. Okay, it's a good thing we saved, huh?
Yes, it is. Guess we need to restore a game.
Why didn't we?
There was a fast game.
Why didn't we regain any healthier?
Guess because we quit right away. Shit, you can't.
Just can't sleep. Rest. I don't know. Too impatient to rest.
You've
Character
also
sheet.
rested.
Oh.
Jeez.
Control S for sheet. That's it.
Well, the game's over. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yep, that was fun. So Lori said play to the end of the game, and I did.
You did, yes.
Stamina points are low.
Yes, and your health points
My
are
stamina points certainly should have gone to max. Magic points, well, I don't have any because I don't know any magic.
Yep. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for showing up.
It's mid-afternoon. Okay,
7.
how are we going to get back to safety?
How much weight is he carrying? I don't know. How much weight is he carrying?
We were carrying 52 pounds with our maximum of 70, so we're pretty overloaded. What is weighing so much?
All those rocks? I don't know. There isn't much there. Really. No, that's
okay, well, let's try an experiment here. Drop rocks. Okay, you drop it. That might have only been one rock.
In which case?
Yep, now we have 12.
Okay. You're trying to measure what the weight of a rock is?
How many quarks is a rock? All right, we're down to 50 after dropping, I think, 5 small rocks. So they were about 2/5 of a pound each.
There you go. Math. Yes. I remember the last time when everyone was surprised that you survived that exploding chest. Yes, so are we.
Well, that explains why we don't have much health. Do we have any healing potions? We have none.
We could run away. We'll have to run
we'll have to do a lot of running away.
Yes, run away.
We could stay here till night and sleep, but
That's boring. Let's just run. You could still carry another 20 pounds. He's good. Saurus, we can't even defeat a Saurus right now. We need to get to a place to...
And the places of safety are, as I mentioned in previous screens.
You better move fast. Run away.
Which way? It's going to take us that way. It's going to catch me again. I'm told to use the diagonals. It didn't work. Because I hit a tree. Run.
Not use the word F in this game.
Yeah, because I accidentally hit a letter. So we're basically in an infinite death loop here.
Later in the game, there was a wait. I can only drop one rock at a time moment. F is such a classic last word. F. Yes, we're good at last words.
F me. F my life.
Yes.
Okay, this is a place of safety.
But we
because
can't
any
sleep.
room, any scene in here that has special stuff going on, you could not have combats because we didn't have enough memory. Let me look and see what I've been doing to my poor stamina. Isn't changing much.
You've got stamina still.
So any place where special stuff went on, there was not enough memory to be able to also have combat.
Yay.
And I made it to safety, and
Yes.
I don't need to. I can walk now.
So we don't waste.
Of course, in World of Warcraft, you always run because you're very impatient.
Yes, we're all impatient.
Let
Castle.
us
We're
go.
going to the Oh, you're gonna
I'm
actually deal with this?
Say knock on door. Come on in. Bye. Here's the potion. I should have read that.
You should have. You passed
Oops.
it on.
Control R for
I
repeat.
hope some of you remember what the things know.
She said something about ask about dispel potion. I cannot make you another dispel potion unless you can convince the dryad to give you another magic acorn. I do not think that is likely.
That is a hint.
Look at dispel potion.
I don't know that.
You see bottles and flasks. Nope.
It's
Okay.
in inventory.
Buy healing potion.
Which is what we're here for.
You would pay the healer for the potion and put it away. How much money do we have left? 11 gold. I think we can afford one more.
Well, if we go to the Baron, we might get some money.
Actually, I guess we had a lot of silver.
Yes,
so.
we do. We have a lot of silver, so we could have afforded it. Take a healing potion. All right,
I won't
don't.
get killed going to the
Fine.
castle.
No, you won't. But you could get back to help.
What
Ask
you
healer if
should
she can
have, what you should have said
There
is
we go. Yeah.
save game.
Why?
Can hold no more save discs.
Just save over Baronet. Just because we're still saved after saving the Baronet.
Let's replace this
And
one.
it's like the meme we saw today of the person holding their child and all the children around him were drowning. It's all those same
Oh, we should
things.
bring that up, yeah. Except if I did, it would...
You'll never find it again anyway.
Come on in. Come in. Oh, it's okay. So normally Carl is very standoffish, and you have to get his attention and say, but now he's greeting you. And he says,
Come in, you've been expected. Baron von Spellberg awaits you in the castle.
Yay, a hero's reward at last.
Hero's greeting, at any rate,
Yeah.
for once in our life. Wow. We could go muck the stables and then go see him, except we have no stamina, I hope. Yay! Look at that. Isn't that great?
We get a fanfare
And that,
in our amazing EJ art. It's really pretty good animation.
yeah.
And there's
Get
the
the
Baron.
head, you get the cursor off the center of the screen.
Does the Baron look a little like Steven Spielberg?
No. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you.
Not only have you freed the baronet from enchantment and allowed my son to return for me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may be lifted. My son, Bernard von Spielberg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Bernard? Well, that is, yeah, thanks. Furthermore, I understand you have rid our valley of a dangerous kobold magic user in order to free the Baronet von Spielberg. You risked your life to we did. It was very close. We were very close to death. Single-handedly
That's why we're
defeat the
at
foul
one kill point.
spellcaster. Not a spellcaster. It's a
Yes.
Spielberg spellcaster.
And
There are two hearing.
the chest almost did us totally.
Bernard, I'm pleased you managed to kill the kobold. I sincerely hope you will continue on your valiant advance. If anyone can rid the land of the brigands, it will be you. So he's trying to teach manners to his son, who is kind of lacking in them, which is kind of, once you get the whole story.
Guess I'm the only one. Yes, really. Go ahead.
Sometime in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title Hero of the Land of Spielborg.
There you go. There's your
Sometime in the future.
your
Bernard?
yes. Yeah, it would be nice if someone could finally defeat the brigands and claim the title.
As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son, as a token of my thanks. So at least he's not one of these jerks that posts a reward and doesn't pay it.
Reasonable.
The Baron's okay.
Yeah.
You will, of course, be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight.
Is a spellcaster a wizard who can't spell or cast spells?
It's one who tells stories.
Yes.
Do you have any questions? Ask about daughter. Because there was a word for rescuing the daughter, too. My beautiful little daughter was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. Now, before somebody wants me to ask about Bear. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me. Ask about Bear.
I prefer not to talk about that.
Control A, bro. I did the first time, and for some reason it gave me a capital instead.
3 points for asking a question.
Ah.
Cool.
We get 3 points for each question, or just for any question?
Ask
Probably
about
just the ones.
Baronet.
Baronet? As you can plainly see, Bernard is back to his old self, thanks to you. Ask about Hero. Now that my son is back, I have much to do. Kindly restrict your questions to matters of import. Ask about brigands. If I had more guards, I would wipe the brigands out myself, now that I have my son at my side. It will take some time before this castle and land have recovered from my sorrow, so I still think it will take a hero to destroy the brigands.
Ask about the Thieves' Guild, somebody said.
Okay, I know they have some sort of fortress.
At the far south of this valley, I've heard rumors that they have set up an ambush for all who approach. Yes, we saw that ambush. It's really impressive, honestly, as these things go.
It's also rumored.
Remember, there's another way into their fortress, but I have no further knowledge about it. There's your clue.
Clue! A clue!
Clue! Uh-huh.
Spelled that way.
Yes. Time is short. All right. Yes. Yes, Elsa confirmed that Barnard, yes, he is...
You're welcome!
It is canon that Bernard is a jerk. It is canon that he makes his life for his sister pretty miserable and tries to marry her off.
Ask about dinner. I see that it's getting late. They actually responded to that.
Mm-hmm.
Servant's waiting you outside to show you to your court. Now, this is part of the art of adventure game design, is you try to think about all the things that you have said to the player, and then try to make sure that the game will respond to questions about what you've said, because that's what they're likely to be thinking about.
So is the weapons master. For whatever reason, the Coles decided to make the men of this castle very proud. Yeah.
Well, Lori did.
Yes.
I didn't write any of this stuff.
They were very proud. But they weren't, I mean, the Baron is clearly a pretty good Baron, even if he was kind of like a jerk who let his kingdom go to hell because he was too sorry about his son.
So yes, the idea was the weapons master is arrogant. He's basically used to sparring with the men-at-arms here, and none of them are anywhere near his level. And he is the best. And, he expects to get the respect, but at the same time, he also knows that he's kind of living on the, the goodwill of the Baron, because he has no real income. There's nothing to do here. There's no real need for a weapons master, because normally he'd be teaching the children of the Baron, or the son of the Baron.
Yeah, the Baron's dialogue shouldn't have auto-progressed. A lot of this dialogue I'm seeing should not auto-progress. That's what clicks are for. Yeah. Yes, well, King Graham lets Daventry fall apart. Well, King Graham isn't exactly the best role model for kingdoms either. After the wonderful meal with his Baron and his son, you are ready to go.
Because we missed all the rest of it.
Yes, because we missed it, because it
There should
progressed. Yes.
Control R or something should be repeat.
Well, too bad. All right, what's our health? C.
Oh, okay. Control S, actually.
All right, fine.
We're up to 11 points. Our stamina is completely restored.
But what is our gold now?
Our gold is on a different page. That's on the inventory.
Yes.
61 gold coins. We had 11. So we have received a reward of 50 gold points, which is...
Ask Pierre about his bald spot. Probably doesn't go over well. I'm sorry. A night in a feather-down bed isn't all it's cracked up to be, clearly.
I'm Frederick.
Okay. I think I told you guys I located Daventry. The Graham family was, in fact, the family that came to rule the area around Merthen's historic battle site of Erdrin, where the legend of Merlin was born.
Ask about bald spot. I told you not to mention it. Now you've hurt his feelings, and he won't talk until he gets over it.
Okay. How could you tell he has a bald spot? How did you find that dialogue? Honestly, he's wearing a thing on his head. Who figured out that Pierre has a bald spot? This is not...
I believe Larry Scott came up with that one.
I don't know.
Arlo Hero located Daventry, yes.
Yes, I did say that, yeah. Hero's perception stats are real high, clearly. Okay, now we know.
We don't need to work here anymore.
Nice horsey. Can you pat the horse?
The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds, only a few.
The other guard mentions the bald spot, thank you. I wondered.
Pet horse. Nay, says the horse. So,
that's a real test of an Easter egg. Does your intelligence go up for that one?
I
think it goes down.
Probably. So we could work her at the stables, but I believe we don't need to do that anymore.
Yay!
Rich, I tell you.
We could go buy armor.
Could we? Ooh, that
might
might keep us alive better.
We could buy another healing potion and actually be at full health. Yes,
or higher health.
Well.
All right, drink.
Well, don't drink it. See what our health is at. If anybody really remembers this.
11.
Okay. Now drink it.
Drink soothes as it goes down. That gave us 35 points.
Wow.
So it gives you half of your maximum health.
Are there any stories about this horse sprite? It really...
Okay.
It doesn't really feel out of place, but it feels noteworthy that it appears to be the same sprite in the VGA. Really?
Well, Jerry Moore, I believe, drew it.
Yes.
And the horse is quite important in the book that Laurie wrote with Michelle Baker.
Yeah.
That is inspired by Quest for Laurie. And the horse you find has covered with scars, old scars, and had obviously been quite a fight. It's quite skittish until you visit the bear, and you come back, and it reacts to you as if you're familiar.
Yeah. So yes, it's more important. An old gray mare watches you from the fence nearby. Her only motion is the occasional flick of the tail. You suspect that she ate what she used to be. Oh, horse. Wish that had been in the game. Yeah, really. Yep. I would have liked it. Oh, guess what?
Aha, we can afford his price now.
We can do this.
Buy lesson. Is that how it's called? You pay the weapon master's price and then... Dun, da, da, da,
you salute.
I salute you.
And we salute.
En garde. And lesson begins.
You're supposed to use the dodge the things, not the win.
Oh, okay.
You're not trying to win.
Oh,
this
I'm not
fight.
trying to win.
You're
I'm trying to build up skills.
Correct.
And defenses.
Do this right. Yes.
But he's going to push me back if I do that.
No, you're going to lose this.
I probably don't have enough stamina to...
You had full stamina. So, yeah. But you do want to make sure you get your skills up. That was the whole point. He looks like Will Riker and is extremely proud. I can't imagine him not getting all the girls at the castle. Well, you can see all the girls at the castle are just falling for him. There aren't too many girls at this castle.
Yeah, they all got kidnapped and turned into...
they haven't been girls in this castle since Elsa's gone.
This is by far the best fight we've had against the Weapon Master.
We are lasting.
Clearly, we were inspired by
all right,
our
so
heroic
you could
deeds.
try going to attack now before he gets us there. Maybe if you attack, you could push him back a little, and then we'll spend the rest of the time trying to dodge his attacks. All right.
We ran out of stamina. Control. The lesson wears you down. You become exhausted. And the Weapon Master, you fall right down. I'm no fun, I fell right over. Even as we fought, I could detect your skills improving through practice. It was most prudent that you should give in to my superior skill.
I've heard it's possible to beat him, but I've never done it. It
is possible if you get to max stats.
Yeah.
Or close to max stats. You have a tendency to overbalance when you dodge a blow. This will adversely affect the timing and effectiveness of your counterattack.
He doesn't give the money back. Yeah.
Should we meet again, I would not be averse.
You could just tab through this one so we don't have you complaining every time we come to that line.
Let me put this over your face.
Yeah, don't put it on my face.
It was much too warm. It's less warm now. Farewell, friend. He called me friend.
Wow.
And that's because we've rescued the Baronet.
Yes, we have raised our status in the town and the world.
We have 1 stamina point, but our health did not go down. Our weapon use has increased. Our parry has increased. Our dodge has increased.
Yep.
We are more suitable to survive a combat. Let's rest. How about rest 1 hour? Can you do that? Nope.
You can actually beat him with a magic user, with a straight magic user?
Well, stamina points are only up a little.
Oh, well. Obviously this game isn't very well balanced.
Well, the problem is that we wanted to make this feel like a simulation, but in later years we learned that it's actually better to make it fun.
Yes.
And that sitting around spamming rest is not the most exciting and fun thing you can do. It is now midday after that ceremony and fighting practice and resting.
All the resting we did. Oh, we have to listen to the gate going down.
You're welcome. That is actually generic handling. It is not. Yeah. It is ignoring the Carl and so on.
He might have to lend you a sword.
Did I end up using a healing potion?
Yes, you did.
54 out of 73. Okay, well.
Single points. One of the most amusing things I've discovered poking around in the games and editing things is that it's possible to live with 0 health outside of battle in every game except the last. QG5's engine recognizes 0 health outside of battle. You plank immediately, but not without an ending screen because you're soft blocked.
Oh, that's no good.
Can't fight him as a pure magic user or thief then. Yeah, so if you'd have to be a mixed... Oh, you're going to the bar, huh? You're saving the game, huh?
There was a note under the chair I just saw.
Very good.
Smooth out the piece of paper. Read B. Meet me by the old archery range south of town at noon. Urgent. B. Uh-oh. We may pass noon. It's mid-afternoon. Well, we'll have to do that tomorrow then. We'll have to meet at noon. We could go there and find out.
Yeah.
And we could save again because we're really heroic now.
Somebody wanted a single point hero, a one.
We'll do a save at this after saving Baronet. Of course, we'll never be able to go back to that other stuff or find out what the message was from. But that's
it doesn't matter. Yeah. Just leave it. Leave it. Just leave it.
Place.
It's a fine name.
Save after saving. That's Department of Redundancy, Department Tape Loop Division. My brother and his friends worked for a radio station at University of Wisconsin, and helped out there, kind of volunteer stuff. And one point they called into their Dateline and had a robotic voice on a tape.
No, we missed
Nobody
it.
here.
Oh well.
Yeah, we have to be there at noon.
At least we know how to get there.
Time actually matters in this game.
Up, up. Oh, we can handle that. Oh, but we didn't get our armor. We should have gone to armor.
Oh, Goblin, I forgot about that. You wanted to get armor.
I did. Because we can afford
Bop.
it. But I don't think that did a thing. Didn't even hit him. We're not good at throwing it. Maybe he's.
I think we took a point of damage there.
Oh no.
Search body. Now these tropes about searching bodies and stuff are old fantasy gaming things, and in hindsight, maybe it's not the most. Oh, we gained 1 point in weapon use from spamming
Yay.
attack.
Good.
I think actually my health points are up, so I think we actually have been slowly recovering them.
Rip Goblin friend. Yes. Ah. Well.
We could use our newfound
We
defensive skill.
Yes, we did get hurt. Stomp on his body.
2 silver coins. Last time we got 10.
Yeah, I know. We've been a rich.
Now this all has to do with B.F. Skinner and the idea of reinforcement of behavior. And Skinner had this thing called the Skinner box, famous, but he did experiments with animals, and he found that if you never rewarded behavior, they would stop doing it pretty soon. If you consistently rewarded behavior, they would do it for a while, but after that, get a little bit.
The minute you stopped, they would.
The minute you stopped, they would stop doing the behavior. But if you occasionally rewarded.
Occasional reinforcement,
then that reinforced behavior, and they would keep doing it even after the reward stopped.
For a long time.
So we took this into mind, and that was kind of a thing that role-playing games did anyway, so we're used to it. But we intentionally provide occasional and inconsistent reinforcement so that you know that you might get a really good reward. And so even when you get small rewards, you keep doing the behavior. Ask about armor. Oh, I'm sorry. Like to make another purchase? You get really good protection for my chainmail armor. It's very heavy, though. I would have to charge you 500 silvers for it.
Maybe not.
That's very heavy.
Yeah.
Control I. We are carrying 53 pounds out of our max weight of 70. So I don't know that we can afford that.
No, I think we need to get our strength up. Sounds like gambling.
Buy armor.
Yes. If you're trying to build up enough skill to beat the weapon
They will give me a 50 silver trade-in discount on my old leather armor. That's good. I was worried about the weight of that. We are now at 65 out of 70, and it is turned red because it's changed or because that's really heavy. I'm not sure. Wear armor. I'm not sure what you're trying to do because it basically just automatically gives it to you.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually show you your armor anywhere on here.
No, because we didn't do that then.
So you can't really tell, but we have a broadsword and we have, where's my armor? Oh, there it is, 1 chainmail armor. Yeah, those numbers are still orange, so we are real close to our max weight.
Yeah.
I think we might be better off without it.
Oh, okay, fine.
And that is why I saved. So we could see.
Drop that paper. Yes, that's what's holding us down, yeah. And all those 12 rocks, yes. I mentioned a few streams ago that Mark Crow mentioned the Seattle crowd being very sensitive and not liking the WD 40 shooting lasers out of her breasts. How did you get away with copying a feel on Katrina there?
It's just words.
Yes. It was...
And it was just
honestly,
silliness.
It was
considered a little risque.
we had to really, I mean, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
We really discussed it because it's such it's sexist. It's really a bad thing to do, but it was so funny to use that phraseology.
Yeah, then to have it just totally inappropriate.
Yes,
and
it was
out
totally
of character with
inappropriate.
everything else in the game.
And because nobody played our games at Sierra, we could have bloody well gotten through with anything. But, because they didn't care. What are you doing running out? You could have, slaughtered goblins for fun and profit.
It cost me health points.
Oh, okay. You wanted to do this?
Yes.
Really? Did you save the game?
No.
Hope you remember the rhyme.
Does anybody remember the rhyme?
Fortunately, we do. What time of day is it? We still need to get the, do we have, okay.
Undead Unguent? No, we probably don't have any.
We don't. What is our situation before we do this? There once was an alien from Venus whose body was shaped like a ... ellipsis. Yes.
Is it going to sit on top of me? Oh, it didn't. Huh? Did I what?
Did you
Control.
see what time of day it is?
Sunset approaches?
Yes, this is a perfect time to do this. When we can't get back to the healing for the unguent.
Alright, fine. Restore. Except that I just erased the game I wanted to restore to.
Just go back to...
Run all the way there? She's probably closed by now.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do this now.
Alright.
You saved the game at the last possible moment. You can go the other way and just leave it there. Yep. You feel the sound of dainty footsteps behind you. I hadn't seen that. F5 to save, F7 to restore. Yes, you need to learn your Sierra keys. Yes. Control C to erase the line. Okay, interesting.
Ah. Back to the but as fast as I possibly can.
You can't. It's night now.
Is it night?
It's night.
Is it dark?
It is dark. Can't you see? Those forests are dark back there.
Are there eyes there?
Oh, it's not totally dark yet.
Center's still working.
Yes.
But this is
Haha, I hadn't seen the dainty footsteps. Yeah.
this I don't know what that was actually.
It was the sound of the hut landing.
Oh, okay. Ask about Control A. Nope, can't do it that way. Control A. Undead Unguent. It's used to drive mine. Okay, buy Undead Unguent. Nope, this will help you. Do you want another healing potion?
Yes.
Yeah, we only have one. That means we won't be able to afford the armor. Which we can't afford to carry anyway, because we're not strong enough. What is our strength? Our strength is 61.
We're trying to get to 100 strength. So
Yeah, so if we were building up our strength by doing like climbing and stuff.
You can't climb because you don't know how to climb.
I don't know how to climb.
You don't know how to climb.
It's a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree. Climbing 0.
Yeah.
So if we found a way to build up our strength,
We're mucking the stables.
oh, okay, was that the way?
Yes.
So current intelligence
He
of
valiantly tries. Is the current intelligence of 41 considered below average? Not for the hero. You have to be below average to be a hero. Oh no, you ran into somebody.
But my attack skill's pretty
Yes.
good.
Yes, your text.
Oh,
And you're doing good damage compared to him.
it's my magic sword. Surge body. That's just a generic D&D concept that we kept, but is not necessarily 30 out of 75. We could drink a healing potion.
You didn't buy enough healing potions, I'll tell you.
Yep, they're expensive.
It doesn't matter.
67 out of 75. That's fine.
Yeah.
Of course, at night the tougher monsters come out.
Yeah, but kobolds are never.
Was it just up here, or was it over one?
Goblins, rather.
Up two?
Mm-hmm. Oop, oop. You could have.
I could have. Yes. It's your life. I remember the rhyme. If you walk right under the hut.
Which we could.
F5, did they say? Bubba Baby. Replace. That's as close as I can get. And Swordplay buries it. Yep!
Yep! There we go!
Yay! We got the hut to sit on us.
You
You already brought down the house. Too bad. You were under it at the time.
Alright, there we go! We gave you a death. It wasn't inadvertent. Good times, yes. F5 is a universal save game. It works in Lucasfilms too.
Yeah.
Baby.
We were told on the Combat for Quest for Glory 5 that there were standards that all the games used, and that was like, shooters and action games, and that they're all keyboard based, and we were like, our players don't play those kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
You go click around, shows you.
Yes, when we were doing this, there were no standards. We were making the standards as we got along, yes. Hey, quick look around shows you that this is a creepy place, despite the pot, or cauldron, simmering briskly on the fire. Look at the size of that spider. It's the size of your head.
Spider. Is that a smile?
On that spider's face?
There's a lot of something cooking away in the huge black cauldron.
Must be a tree spider.
The smell is awful. The color is sickening. The color.
It's green. It's a green color of the stuff that
You
it's
know,
cooking.
oh, in the cauldron still,
yes,
I thought.
Yes. All right. Ask about the bat.
Look, Bets, we have a visitor.
We shouldn't have moved. We could have looked at the bat and everything.
I didn't see it.
Powers of night, shadows of day, heed now my words, henceforth you stay.
And your body is frozen by the power of the witch's spell.
Well, dearies, what should we have for supper today?
Can you guess what Laurie's favorite character to write was in this
Hero
game?
sandwiches? I had something more formal in mind. Oh, that's it. Frog legs fricassee.
Wait. I can't do anything.
How does that spell go? Hear me, O powers of Clotha and Mana, turn now my guest into species called Rana.
So, Clotha is from the Witches of Karis. Is that James Schmitz? I think.
I learned that spell from Erasmus, kids. Doesn't it look delicious?
Help, help, help!
Be still. Critics. Oh, we can't all be gourmands, I suppose. Now, oh soon-to-be supper. I don't suppose you have a name.
What's her name? Ralph? You try your best to croak out your name, or at least let the witch know you do indeed have one.
So you're the one who's trying to be a hero around here. The only good hero's a dead hero, I always say.
Cephas Squid wants to know, how did she expect a fricassee in a cauldron? Well, she's got other right.
But do I have a...
I need a fool. Wait.
No.
Yes. Make little froggy sounds. Try your best to indicate your agreement. If you don't do anything there, you will die.
Well, if you're willing to do a small little teensy favor for me, I might reconsider having you for supper. I need the root of a mandrake plant that grows in the graveyard. Would you be a sweet and fetch me some?
Waiting until it allows me to type. Anything but frog legs fricassee, you think? You croak your agreement to the task.
And I had my mouth watering for frog. Well, hear what I say and make me right.
Hear me right.
And hear me right. Mandrake must be pulled at precisely midnight. And this I tell you, and this I say, return with the root ere the break of next day.
So, we learned from experience.
Hear what I say, and no, I don't lie. Bring back the root, or else you will die.
So, the reason we made that little side trip back to the healer's hut...
Go, you, shoo!
I'm
You're getting tired.
It's late.
It is. Is it midnight?
That's...
In which case we'll have to do
What
it.
distance you hear the witching tone?
Oops, I very nearly forgot. Hear me, O powers of mana and more. Turn this fool back as he was before. All right.
As you contemplate the occurrences of the last few minutes, you conclude you'd better find her mandrake root, and fast. So, there was a little exploit problem here that we discovered that if we don't get that undead unguent early, or if we visit Baba Yaga too late in the day, then the healer closes up after dark, and you can't get it, and by morning, you're toast. And that was just a hole in the game logic. Very easy to find that if you don't test every single case.
Baba get the recipe in the cauldron from Hagatha.
Standard points
Tash
kind of low.
says, "Look, pets, we have a visitor," she exclaims in a voice not dissimilar to fingernails being dragged across a chalkboard. To your bemusement, her mouth continues to move even after she's finished speaking. You have expected her next remark will be a bellicose account of her merits of her Kung Fu Association. Okay.
And trying to get you to join it.
Yeah, well.
I was surprised to see, says Valiant Cheese, someone managed to get away without the unguent, but it's possible. Yeah, apparently someone has done that, but that would not be me because I'm not that good. Okay, the time is now middle of the night. Ooh, we got to be at the graveyard right now. We might not make it.
Where's my root? Yeah, I know. We're gonna. You shouldn't have gone in, and you saved the game. At the last possible moment, and so therefore.
We're doomed.
You can in VGA, EGA, and not in VGA.
There's a ghost, so we might be near the graveyard.
Use it!
This must be a town graveyard. What a rundown place. Appears the spirits frolic here during the dark hours. Use undead unguent. You feel a tingling sensation as you rub the unguent all over your body.
Look at those ghosties.
Run over to that. Look at root. The imp of the grave is evil-looking plant with slimy, poisonous Control T. It's the middle of the night! Yay! Pick plant.
What's some unguent?
Get root. You wrench the mandrake plant free from the tombstone in which it has grown. You hear a scream like that of a dying child as you yank root from them. That's all part of the tradition of mandrake root.
Yes, that is part of that tradition.
And that is why people used to have dogs, that they had to get the dog to pull out the root with their ears covered so that the people would not die, because in theory, if you heard that scream, you would die. Yes, those are the stories.
I have not heard that story. I do know that, yes, the mandrake root would scream, and it looks like a child. Yeah. All right. Yes, now you're driven mad. Now, generally in the ones I read, you died. You just died. You're not in the subduers file. This incident will be reported. Missing puzzle, yes.
Look at ghosts.
I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks.
Was that out of Ghostbusters cartoon show?
No, that was out of Wizard of Oz.
Ah.
That is the Cowardly Lion's line. I sent my cat with earmuffs, but she hasn't brought out anything back. Yeah. The guy going up and down into the open grave is great.
Yeah, there's some fun animation here.
Yeah, I love the transparency.
We have one mandrake root.
Well, we better get back to Lady Macbeth over there, yeah. You should search for that Thieves Guild down in the crypt at night. Ooh, that would be good. It makes sense.
I've got an idea.
What?
Not that. That one.
Ah! Save after saving Baronet, save after Mandrake Root. Mandrake Root. This screen terrified me as a kid. I can see why. It's actually pretty cool.
And pretty scary.
I love the ghosts. They really are awesome ghosts. They don't look like your stupid things. And the way this thing gyrates.
I ran right into that grave.
You did.
I stepped into a hole whose depth is unfathomable. I guess that means it's more than a fathom.
Yes. If you fall ever downward, you feel icy fingers clutching at you and you think, how could I be so careless? So now you know, don't run into
There
it.
are ways to die in this game,
Yes.
unlike in LucasArts games.
Yes.
Nothing grows in the dirt of the old graveyard. Some of the graves appear to be disturbed. Well, if I stay here much longer, I will be disturbed.
Yes.
So,
And in the spirit of this screen, save early, say often. Alas, poor York. Yes, we can. Fortunately, we have a date with a dame.
unfortunately, I know my way around.
Yes, it is a good thing. You know, I never tried eating the root. I've never tried eating the root either. Probably won't accept it, but we could try it.
Should I save again?
You should save again. On the grounds, there might be a 1% chance that they will actually have
But
root. Yes, just replace have root, will travel. There you go. Nope. Sorry, you don't want to eat that. So you made it back, did you? She's expecting you. Bye. Would it taste better cooked? Probably not. I mean,
maybe if I walk, I'll be able to control my character movement.
see, you know, nowadays we would have players actually playtest this and come up with the stupid things, you know, that you could do that should have been handled.
Well, I always wanted to build it into the interface. That, you know, any interaction screen you had, or like any text thing, you would be able to say, actually just, it would record everything you typed if it was a typed interface. And then it would report it back to us, give us a file of everything everybody typed, and we could look
Yes.
through it and say, oh yeah, that one's reasonable.
That one's a fun thing to say,
Yeah.
yes. The tingling sensation is wearing off, yes. Root beer, that'll take care of those ghosts. You better bet. Or blue slugs. Okay. I know Delicious in Dungeon would have let you try it. Yes, they would have, yes. I think they did. I need to catch up on that show. I read the original manga that was based off of.
Cabinets, a plain
Actually,
wooden
okay,
kitchen
somebody-
cupboard.
Somebody,
Let's go open it!
okay.
But we can't, of course.
Back so soon. Spirits of mist and creatures of bog transform my friend into a great frog.
The tingling sensation is gone. So there's a timer. Once you use the undead unguent, you have a certain amount of time, hour or so of game time to use it. Oh dear. I'm hopping
This
mad.
I vow, stay here now.
There.
Once again, you're a frog, and once again, you can't move. You find this very exasperating.
Especially when you have to go to the bathroom.
Yum, yum, froggy frappe.
And then the bat and the spider talk to her. You see them flapping.
Did you bring me my mandrake root like you promised?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not use the word ma'am.
Maybe a feeble croaking sound. You try to nudge her. Froggy head.
Well, where is it? What's the matter? Got a frog in your throat? I suppose I'll have to turn you back into whatever it is you were before. Pity. You're much more appetizing this way. So she doesn't like people. She doesn't eat people. She eats frogs.
There we go.
She is
She's
not.
not a cannibal.
You know, she's not a. You know.
So if someone was watching,
Yeah. Creatures of bog and spirits of fog, return to true form to this rather dumb frog. Otherwise, we'll
it'll expire.
expire. Now, did you put it in your backpack? Here it is.
Oh, and she's so close to us, you can smell her ogress breath.
Kids, we have
What's he make? Mandrake mousse?
That's it. The final ingredient. Now we can make our greatest creation.
Dun, da, 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 da. Mandrake mousse! I just spoiled that. Sorry.
Yeah, well.
I thought there were multiple things you could do with
no.
mandrake. What's that, children? You think we should reward our lackey here? That should have been your voice.
Yes, it should have.
Yes, please.
Very well, ex-frog. I'll let you live this time. Next time, though, it's frog legs for sure.
She's just trying to scare us.
So, go!
That's not much of a reward.
Your reward is you live.
What an awful creature to turn me into a frog. Someday I must return the favor. That's a clue.
Yes.
Give me it. You again? You really want to go back in there?
No.
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 Hey, it's your life. Look at the skulls. I said, large skull, flash merrily away at you. Ask
Okay.
about. I'm thrilled to have some. Okay.
I was watching clips of a Romeo and Juliet from
It's
the
not yet dawn, so still nighttime.
from 68 and 96.
I got an idea. We can save again. But maybe not here when we're about to fight a brigand.
It brought up a D&D campaign where the players play either the Capulets
Oh,
or
we
the
got full hit
Montagues.
points.
Good. The frog helped us. And try to prevent the whole tragedy and the long tension is whether they will end up succeeding. That's interesting. Welcome to Webhead Spidey. Welcome in. Welcome, Spidey. Yes. That sounds like laundering. Species laundering.
Ooh, 21 silver coins.
Wow.
Now we're talking.
Yes. Just because he's not wearing a top hat and dancing doesn't mean he's a dumb frog.
Okay,
Michigan
so
rag.
if I recall correctly, part of the problem here is that much of our money was in silver coins, and they have weight.
Yep.
So when we spent a bunch of them and we still had the gold coins left,
Converted to gold, yes.
that's not as bad.
Yeah. Find it interesting when storylines make the villain in the previous story ends up being a friend or an ally. Well, we did it. No, well, not exactly the friend, but certainly an ally. He obviously hasn't trained with a weapons master. Yes, he clearly hasn't. Where did you hear hit points if you don't play door games?
Hit points? If we don't play door games, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Like Baba Yaga in Quest for Glory or Venom in the comics with Spidey. It shows character development. Yeah, even the bad guys get to develop a little, or else it's kind of dork. Or pretty much the entirety of the Dragon Ball cast. I have not watched Dragon Ball except bits and pieces, but I do know all about how they go from being terrible villains and then get to have, get to be on the friend side, and then they still get their villainous moments. Oh, we're almost out of stamina though. We haven't slept. We should go to Arana's piece and sleep the rest of the night, or we.
I was going to go back to town.
You can't get in.
Oh, like
You can't climb the fence.
It's dawning.
Dawning. Okay, fine. But you can't go to sleep, can you? All right.
There, 7 points are very low.
Or Godzilla and King Kong. Okay, I did not know. It's day now. It is. In a perfect world, we get Quest for Glory 6, where we play as an Antwerp. There's a great character class.
We are very tired, but we cannot go to sleep yet.
You could be an Antwerp, and all your special abilities is hopping on top of people. Not really one of the better, more versatile classes. But you can bump into people and knock them off the cliff. So there are things you could do. Yes, in future Quest for Glories you can. Antwerp Quest, where you'd have tons of 5-hour energy or stamina potions. That's it. Yes.
I could buy a stamina potion, I suppose. We can afford it now.
Mario is basically an
rich.
Antwerp. Okay. I've got the options for reasons for declining the kingdom. Okay. There's a link to a video. Your options are 1. Elsa is more worthy. 2. You will seek new adventures. Yes. 3. You are not worthy. you've said the paladin is the one who says he will seek more adventures and then goes to Ireland to found the Counts of Paladins. Who are the characters who say Elsa is more worthy and say they are not worthy at what they do? Well, I don't know if anybody else has that option. I mean...
All right, I have 2 vigor. I asked for stamina potions, and she gave me vigor potions, because Sierra Games understands synonyms. We had a table of synonyms in each game.
And look, we used up our silvers.
Yes. But our weight is still
So
54.
you did use gold, too. We've used up some gold.
A little bit of gold, yeah.
Yep. But we're still... don't have enough max weight. I mean, yeah.
Yep. Strength would be good.
Death by Antwerp. What a humiliatingly flat way to go, yes. If a new sequel were made, would you have no classes outside of Thief, Fighter, Wizard, and Paladin? I always thought a Druid would be interesting.
Our vigor has been completely restored by that
like
potion. Should I know it by the way?
That will help.
And our gold's just down a little. So... this is a real analog of real life, is that most people are basically struggling for coppers and occasionally getting a silver. But once you're a hero and you do one great deed, all of a sudden you find yourself in the gold club, where you're now getting silvers left and right, and every once in a while some gold, or you even have several gold. And you feel rich until you find the people that have thousands or millions of gold. And
Keep on Laughing is probably selling synonym toast crunch in his store. Do more swordplay for strength. Yes, you have to do the swordplay.
Oh, okay. Bop. Bop. I could run. But that would use up my stamina. But the fact that we're at full stamina now means we can have a longer lesson.
Mm-hmm.
See, automatically open it? Nope. You talking to me? Oh well.
And Fricana Express will offer you their platinum card.
Ah.
And what do you know? Our timing is everything.
You will not need the word. Okay, buy a lesson. For 1 gold. Alright, you want me to dodge and parry a lot? Or do you want me...
Dodge and parry a lot. Although probably you get more from the stabbies, but who knows. Control F is fight. Okay, thank you.
It would be better if I could duck when he's striking, which I'm doing not very well.
Yep.
I'm going to time it.
You could bring it up in the middle of the combat. Ooh, that kind of interface is that. Souls like combat right here. Ha, sort of kidding. Just so.
Push him back a little.
Yes, push him back harder, harder. He's doing his fair ducking when you actually attack. Yes, push him back, push him back. Beat him down! Nice hanging in there. Yes, when you have that much stamina now, we're actually able to do this for a while.
Yeah, because when you run out of stamina, the combat's over. So, having drunk a vigor potion, I can hold out for quite a long time. Is it actually called vigor? No, it's called stamina. Interesting, but
we're at 5. We're not going to last longer.
Yep. Quick! I need some more parries. So exhausted, everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. And Leopard Master says, here's who fought.
Yeah, just click through it.
Get better.
Yep.
Pay attention to the control your legs. So we have a lot of different lines in here that Lori wrote. Did you get that from a book or something? Control your legs when you duck a swing. Your springiness makes you seem to bounce. And a good opponent like myself will always take advantage of the
Valiant's
opening.
going off to bed. Or going off somewhere. Anyway, have a nice
Thanks
time.
for coming.
Yes,
We're almost done anyway. We got another hour.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty well here.
Really?
This is no longer as slow a play as it used to be.
Yeah, we're actually getting places because we're not yagging as much. All right.
All right, we have 0 stamina points.
We did not increase our strength.
Yep. Probably attacks increase strength more.
All right, we'll have
We did increase agility. Agility goes with parry and dodge.
Okay.
Trade. Drink, vigor, potion.
Okay. Out for my morning walk.
That gave
that's
me
right.
one.
Morning where you are.
That's right.
Instead of mid-afternoon here. And
Cleaning stable should increase your strength. It could, but I don't want to use that time because it is mid-morning. And if you start working at the stable, they take you till night.
It's better to do that in the evening.
And I have stuff I am trying to do.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get to the archery range at midday.
Ah, very good. You have an agenda.
Yes. Has Ralph tried to catch the Iron Gate yet? No, I did not. That, of course, would have been our experience in playing games like Dungeon Master. Ooh, there's something going on there. Oh, I think I can hide here.
So what is this about?
Hide.
What's the bee in her bonnet?
Seems the hero wandering out here has her leery. They can't see us behind these bushes, you see. She thinks he's going to go for the gold on her head.
What's that got to do with us?
She's been asking too many questions about us. And the laughing jackass eyeing me. I had to sneak out.
And we got to avoid the ambush and use the back for a bit till the heat is off.
Maybe we should just make our move now.
Nah, let's wait for the creep to go first. When she's busy with him, we'll take over. She'll take him out easy, then we take her out.
Where is the back door then?
Where the bouncer hops around. You got your key still?
Yeah.
Don't lose it. I've got the only other one. You have to search the rock for the keyhole. It's hidden good. And remember the word.
What word's that? What word?
The word what lets you in so that Fred goes away.
Oh, yeah, sure. What is it?
Hide and go seeky. You better learn it.
Hide and go seek.
Uh-huh.
You think I'm a dummy or something?
Say the word before you open the door, or you might make Fred mad.
That sounds like a good place.
You don't want Fred to get mad.
Hey, no problem. What's the word again?
Hide and go seek.
Hide and go seek. Got it.
I gotta get back before the chief misses me. Be back in a bit.
Hide and go seek. See ya.
Is bird the word? Bird could have been the word.
Okay.
Spoiler, Yorick is actually Eeyore. Seems the guy's wandering around here has her leery. Hey guys, I'm over here. Yeah, that would have been good. So what's going on here? Brutus is planning to overthrow the brigand leader, but for some reason he needs Bruno's help, and somehow that factors into Bruno betraying the chief thief. Bruno's playing the double game. He's both a brigand and a thief. And
kind of an assassin.
And kind of an assassin, as it turns out.
Let's see if it's safe to go down here by now. Nope. Uh-oh. Too soon.
Ah.
You gotta wait for him to get away.
Done in by poison daggers and desperate desperados. Try to avoid that annoying that deadly dealio next time.
And timing is everything.
Ah.
So why don't you talk for a few minutes while I
Yes, relieve the situation.
So you can't get out this way.
I can't. No honor amongst thieves, eh? No, there's certainly not.
The stress of dying was too much for me.
Gotta say it like Bruce Campbell. The password? Hide and go. Right. Then they'll try to say it that way. Glory Questor. Yes. So, yeah, it was all about the fact that, yes, there are people... Well, we wanted to make sure that it felt like a rich game. And here we have Bruno and Brutus plotting their own little games and giving clues that perhaps the brigand leader is smarter than she looks, and that she the brigand leader's now you find out, and that wasn't one of those clues that we had given too much thought to, and So it's giving you a backstory that's underneath things. So we've got the guys, those two, plotting to take over the Brigands Guild, the Brigands there, and deposing Elsa. But we don't know it's Elsa yet. So those are the richness of the world, that things are going on that you're touching into. You're not just suddenly everything begins as you get into this world. Bruno is pretty mad about how things turn out here. Yeah, he is. He's not happy about this. But he does use poison daggers, and here you go. If you play a game and come to 5, you should know he's not to be trusted. But then again, you know that by now. Yes, you get your revenge in Quest for Glory 5. He'll get over it. I'm sure he's forgiving and not a vengeful type. Yeah. So yeah, we did the thing about bringing back a villain. How about that? All right.
She's making a secret entrance. So I will go to the secret entrance. Just if I can only remember the password.
Yes.
So this is actually, I think that death is a little unfair because you don't really know how long to wait or what to do.
Yes, it was definitely unfair.
If you wait too long here, you're going to end up missing out.
Yeah.
That he's going to leave. I think what you actually have to do is kind of go around. So if I go this way, and then go this way.
I thought that's the way you went.
And then go this way.
40 seconds.
Is it for?
Thank you. Ah! Not that.
Okay, well, 40 seconds, huh? So there's no real foreshadowing of how long you have to wait. So that's a little unfair.
It's definitely unfair.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we'll just sit here and talk for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I could wave to Brutus.
It's interesting that even the people at the Thieves Guild in Quest
Ask
for Glory 5
about Bruno.
were leery and weary.
He says, "We don't talk about Bruno!"
Oh, God! He's going to throw knives at you.
I've been trying to get out of here. We alerted him, though.
You did.
I thought I'd sound a little, not too much. Anyway, so we don't ask about Bruno.
No. Orestes is awesome. I loved writing Orestes. And I love the actor who played Orestes. He just nailed that part from the moment he spoke. It was so much fun. I got to be there at that recording session. It was a joy to do that. And of course, the one who did Wolfie's voice was just so much fun. Really loved it.
So the timing on this is you got to wait for Bruno to leave.
He says you walk around counterclockwise around the town.
All the way around the town?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Okay, fine.
The question is Brutus gone?
Yeah, because we screwed that over. Is he still there? Oh, he is.
Hey, what you doing here? Spying on wager? Attack? Nope. You don't have to say attack.
You
Just
do not. He gets into it. There's that combat noise.
Now, this guy is much tougher than a lot of these people we fought. So you got to use your defensives, except probably not. It's probably still best to use the attacks. I'm trying to slip in beyond that shield. He's winning. We can't drink healing potion in combat, can we?
Yeah.
We're going to die.
Yeah. All because you didn't heal up. Because you let yourself get 3 daggers into your chest.
Well, now we got to wait another 40 seconds.
3. Yes.
So walk all the way around the town. That's an awful long ways to walk.
Yes, the obvious solution: go forward into Quest for Glory 3, learn thermonuclear, but
Bruno's here, so therefore he's not there.
Okay, now
except that
go.
Fight.
You don't want to fight.
Goblin.
You'll miss.
I won't take any damage.
No, you'll miss Brutus.
We'll be okay.
Okay.
The question is, do we drink a healing potion? The answer is yes. Drink healing potion.
Search body.
Search body. Ah! Nope. Search body. And I actually type that. That's interesting. 8 silver coins, not bad.
It's sad when Rusty
On a
left.
love affair
I
dies?
wanted more of him. He's what you call an honorable thief, if that makes sense. Well, that yes, he's clearly a rogue with our
Here
current.
comes another brigand.
Oh, you got him. Good. We were fair there. I thought he technically wasn't one.
Okay, so let's use the non-subtle attacks, attack. And the idea is that he reacts when he gets hit, and that causes him not to strike for a minute. So that is why attacking is more effective than defending. It was not intended this way, but many players have reported that to us. You find a single key in the brigand's body and put it away. I'm going to save again. Let's not do this again. Hide and go seek is the word. So there were many ways to die after that. Yep, not a very accurate throw.
No, that was pretty terrible.
And yet I got a point of throwing there.
All right.
My throwing is
Clearly you need it.
quite pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
And we got rid of that brigand by doing this. Now the question is, where is this back door he's talking about? Well, in an earlier session of this, we found something
Straight
strange.
at the MIR space station. Yeah. Yeah, that's where the clock went. How did you get it to break the screen?
Different game.
Different game. You can't.
Yeah,
break
Quest
the
for Glory
screen?
2.
Oh, okay.
I think we keep going left. Might be one row north of us.
My theory is if you're a fighter who's planning to become a paladin, you kill Brutus and take the key.
Nope,
if you
this.
plan on staying a fighter, you brute force the front door of the brigand's lair.
It is actually possible to survive that. Maybe that's the way.
They're telling you over here.
To survive that
You were
ambush.
supposed to go down last screen.
I thought so. It was blocked though. So let's go this way. Excuse me. I've had this cough since December. It's quite persistent.
When running on the DOS box, this is where I crank speed up and spam throwing. Ah, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This, I believe, was the Antwerp room earlier.
Yes, that's what it was. The glue was.
Did he say something about the bouncy guy?
Yes, he does. What time of day is it?
Good afternoon.
Do you really want to start this sequence?
You mean as opposed to next session?
No, I meant that
What difference
this
does
is
it make?
endgame.
Oh, you think we should sleep first?
I think we should get our strength up. We're nowhere near enough stats, you know. I mean, we can make it.
I'll
But,
be you 70.
yeah, but our strength's wimpy.
66. That's
We
reasonable.
have no chainmail. We have nothing. I mean,
All right. You think we should wear some heavy chainmail?
All right, let's vote. Do we get rid of this game? Do we finish this game so it's not the eternal game that I said it was? Or do we get our stats up to a little higher than this, and not up to 100 because that's boring. But the keys for the rock, though, not the front door. All right, so we will make this a question.
I'm going to do it as a poll.
Poll, yeah. What do you guys want?
I was
Shall
thinking
we-
I should go back there because we did not sleep last night. So
Okay.
that is a good point. I will have to close this game to make a poll.
Okay, fine. Then let's just go up to the numlock on.
I'm like,
Okay,
oh,
fine.
that's interesting. I'm
I
used
think
to.
sleeping for one more day makes sense. Okay. Yeah, let's go do our.
And how are we on healing potions and stuff? We have 3 potions of healing and 1 vigor. That's good enough.
Yes. I say chainmail and armor first. Yeah, you played as a warrior.
Yeah,
Let's
so
play as a warrior. Let's go muck the stables for the night and muck the stables in the morning, and then. Can you get out that
is
way?
it blocked? No. Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
What do you know? Sleep is good. Speaking from personal experience.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we need the good armor. I think we should spend the money. What are you going to ask about?
Internet.
Yeah. He's just a lowly farmer. Yep.
Leader came up while the brigands attacked and forced them to stop. Give me a healing potion. Hard to judge the leader, but there was a compassion unlike a brigand. Ask about compassion. Well, it will refer me to the works of some philosopher or other. We are very near the end of the game here.
I know.
We've only got 278 points, though.
Yeah, I know. We have terrible points.
What have we failed to do?
We don't have a mirror. We don't have.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, but that you get from the brigand's lair.
Yeah.
Is there anything we haven't done? I don't know.
Not much.
No.
We pretty much played this game out. We didn't do much at the goblin ambush, but there wasn't much to do.
Gotta keep it cleaner.
Work. Yes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Do you guys have the dispel potion? Good question.
Hold on, I need to alt-tab out of this.
Yes, we do. Have you fought all the available monsters? Of course we haven't fought all the monsters. So we have not done. We have not fought a big Saurus. We have... did we fight the mantray? Or did we run away from the mantray?
Alt-enter? We have not fought him. Yeah, there's many monsters. That's true. There is a reward cleanup. So going out at night, we could have fought the tougher monsters.
Yes.
And as a warrior, you get more experience. You get more score from having fought every monster.
I think you haven't brought Troll Beard or Cheetar's Claws to the healer. That's true. Those are other things we haven't done.
We haven't found a troll.
We killed a troll.
We killed an ogre, didn't we?
Oh, is that an ogre? Yes, I guess it is. So Troll Beard, I thought there
Cheetar's Claws, you need to kill a Cheetar.
Yeah, but
and they only come out at night.
Is there trolls in this game besides?
There's a troll. There's one troll.
Besides Fred?
Fred is the only troll.
All right, then we have to.
You're 5 silvers richer. Hooray! I'm rich. I have 5 more silvers. My weight carry is 52. We really got to build up some strength, and we didn't get much there.
No, we didn't.
Strength went up a little.
Yeah.
2 points.
Getting there.
Vitality went up to 90. So our vitality's definitely up there.
Our vitality's good. There were more silvers on the goblin's body, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can find trolls in the forest once your stats get high enough. Okay. Or Control F.
Control F to fight him.
Right now, the game is only giving you goblins and brigands, so I think you have a ways to go if you're trying to max out points. Yeah, I don't think we have the patience to wait to that, but it would be nice to get all monster credit. Well, high enough to see them, not necessarily high enough to actually beat them. Aha. I mean, I don't think Fred's the only one.
Yeah, we were, of course, using up a lot of excess stamina by all this dodging and blocking.
We don't know yet. Let's see, does the student become the teacher? Ah, we'll see.
Probably not, because I have been dodging and blocking a lot. And
right now, it's what we call in RPGs grinding. Oh, you're getting some stuff there. Getting some work done here. And you're kind of holding your own here. If you want to max this
I've actually pushed him back past the midpoint, so...
Yeah. Okay, yes, we definitely need to kill a troll and a cheetar to be able to push this to get more
And that would involve going out at night.
Right, which means after this, Yeah. I must have missed you getting the flying water. Yes, we did get the flying water. And do have a dispel
And we got
potion.
some clues.
I don't even remember bringing the seed to the dryad.
Normally, we're way over on the right side there by the time we lose. And this time we pretty much held our own. So we are doing much better.
Getting there.
I could detect your skills improving through practice, because that's a system.
Yep.
All right. You have a tendency to?
We said that's so.
Overbalance?
Yes,
No.
yes. Overbalance when you dodge a blow.
Has that one been used?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, we did that a couple weeks ago. So.
Graduating through. We have our weapon use up to 74. Parry's only 48. Dodge is 57. So I didn't do any dodges. I guess dodge is right arrow. And I did left arrow and down and up.
Yes. And one swing and the other's that. And of course, we have no stamina.
Oh, that's right. There's a swing and there's a stab.
Yes. So pointy thing is stab.
Yeah. Well, the idea is that a stab is a very fast attack that doesn't do as much damage.
Yeah.
And a swing is a bigger attack. It's easier to block, but when it gets through, it does more damage.
My favorite thing you did was the treadmill in Quest for Glory 5. It's fun watching him walk on it with nice epic music, and his stats just kept rising up.
And that is of course, always the collaboration between the programmers and the artists and the designers.
I found the workout music in Quest for Glory 4 after you kill a monster is funny. Quest for Glory 4 has so much charm to it. The money it saves.
Haven't heard the boat down a bit.
I still listen to that treadmill music on the soundtrack. It's interesting that most of the artists, the musicians in this, were very happy about mixing the types of music. Yep. Not a friendly guide. All right. Where are you going to go?
I'm going to check the time. So it comes down.
I think you should get
midday.
Get more healing potions and bigger potions.
I thought you said I should buy armor.
Well,
Can't do both. Baron von Spielberg lost most of his guard trying to defeat Baba Yaga. I don't need to ask about Baba Yaga because we know all about her. So how much money we have? Control I. We have 42 gold. I don't think that's enough.
No, it isn't.
There's Bruno again.
Yeah. Would you be able to get in touch with Chance Thomas to get the sheet music? I don't know.
He probably has. It's probably
available for sheet music?
Oh, it's enter for me. I said, if you give me a silver.
Oh, he must.
Give
I did that.
Silver to man. For another silver, I can tell you about where to go to find the Baron, Baba Yaga, or some goblins. I have a lot of treasure. So if you want information, hand me some cash.
We know all that.
We do.
Baron's sons up there.
And whereas ask about Bruno, give me dough, so we don't talk about Bruno.
Piano Chance Thomas does is so beautiful, especially the nighttime music. Should we worry about the Talking Fox? We did do the Talking Fox the first day.
Why did they come to town? Oh, we were going to buy armor, which I probably can't afford.
Probably can't afford because...
We could go see what the quests are and see if there's another quest we can do.
I have some coins for you. Ignore the chocolate smell. I just love his Dryad song. Yeah, I love the Dryad songs too. Tales of mystery and magic.
Buy armor. He gives it credits. So you're counting your money, otherwise you don't have enough money to purchase this particular item.
Did we sell our leather thing in this game?
No, we restored after that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go see what quests we haven't done, because maybe they'll give us some money.
Oh, go to the Adventurers Guild?
Yeah. Because we're an adventurer. We haven't wasted any money at the Hero's Tale Inn, because that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to sleep, because we haven't slept all game.
Yeah. No, we slept in the studio. We slept in the
stable.
Oh,
in the stables. Okay, you're right.
That's why we recovered.
Yes.
All right, back to the quest line. Everything about that piece is so close. I think Chance Thomas did some music for the Quest Lord of the Rings game. Yes, he did.
Okay, Return to Lost Wing. Did that.
Glory Quester has to go out.
50 gold for Elsa.
Well, have a nice day
Can't
and
do
have
that.
fun. Yes.
Capture Death of Brigand Warlock. That's part of it. We saved the Baronet. These should have been taken down, but nobody's here to do it. Spell components needed. That's how we do it. Wanted Brigand Leader.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Oh, we've done everything except...
3 of these are basically one thing,
Yeah,
although
yeah.
the hero doesn't know that.
Yes, you don't know that. We have a cheetar to kill. We have a troll to kill.
It's going to require being out at night, which
It
is really dangerous.
Yep. Well, we're tough, aren't we?
We're poor. Let's see. I haven't been to the magic shop.
We don't get into the magic shop. Oh, we do. Okay.
Look at that.
I am
Animation.
Sarah, and my companion is
Damiano.
Damiano, okay. Items in the shop are designed for those skills in the use of magic. We have very little for ones such as you, who have not been initiated. But what we have could prove useful.
Ask about items.
We can sell you spell learning scrolls and enchanted potions.
Ask about potions.
We have healing, vigor, and power potions.
Ask about price. As
We are entities of magic.
okay. Ask about healing potion.
We don't care about healing potions.
Cost you 50 silvers, made by the healer. I'm trying to figure out whether they charge more than the healer does. That's 50 silvers.
Now, we tried talking to the granny in the walking chair. I think we tried it, yes. For sure. The vocals for the dryads were amazing, yes. Good, yes. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. Ask about the power potion, because that's the only thing we haven't heard about.
I spelled it right.
We are a people of power and magic and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west.
Ah.
And should have been east.
Power potion. Power is the
Power
essence of magic. That which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. It will restore my magical energy and cost 75 silver.
Okay,
But
that's
I have
our
none.
mana potion. We don't need it.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
We have 1 vigor potion and 3 potions of healing. Ask about vigor potion. Vigor potions cost 25 silver each. I think the
Or they should be
they're
more
cheaper at the
cheaper.
healer,
I
but
think
I don't
they're
know
cheaper.
for sure.
Yeah, there should be.
yeah, because she's a reseller. So
Yes, she has to have a markup. I mean, where else is she going to make money? Because not too many magicians around here.
she gets a markup at the end of a markup chain.
Yes.
Control T midday. What were we doing?
Well,
Killing time?
we were going to go see whether we needed healing potions and things like that, and do the
But
potions.
you wanted me to have money, and they can't have both.
Well, no, I didn't care for the money as much as we had to kill those certain monsters. So
Right.
to kill those certain monsters, we need to be...
Well, let's rest a few times,
Okay.
because that's cheaper than using a vigor potion.
Okay. And what did that get us?
So far, it has gotten us a
Pinton.
tab out, which therefore means I have to come here and to control shift enter, alt enter,
Okay.
alt enter, and then we can do a alt S, control S. We have 32 out of 82. Still a little tired.
Yep. So go get your bigger potions and things.
I just can't afford them.
You can certainly afford them.
I'll never be rich if I
You'll never be rich.
if I spend my money on avocado toast.
Yes, I know.
I'll never be able to afford a house.
Right. A lot of avocado toast by that house.
Oh, is this where I am? I thought it's
That's
down
where
there.
you were.
Good thing Bruno isn't here.
Yeah. Oh, there's a goblin though. There's your money.
That's exactly what I was looking for. I missed. You also use much less stamina by this way. Spamming attack. 6 silver coins. Well, it's a start. If I run, I will both use up less time.
How much food do you have left?
Ooh. 1.
Ah.
Eee.
Maybe we should go find some food.
Where do you buy food from?
From the storekeeper. Those are rations.
That's rational. There's my rock.
Yes, it is. It's surprising this game is still giving you goblins, given how easily you take them out. Maybe you just need to buy the armor. Well, I think that's a brigand.
That's no goblin.
Yes, but there's a fallacy that if only give you the monsters that you could get experience from, you can always feel like, no matter how good you are, you're just going...
You haven't really improved. Because if every fight is a fight to the death and you're, seriously discommoded, then, yeah, what's...
Hi, another brigand. We want you to feel like...
I think I hit him that time.
I think you did. That you should be able to...
Not visibly.
No.
Yes. So World of Warcraft does that pretty well. You have tough combat all through the game, but you can go back to the lower level adventuring areas, and then you find that everything's trivial and easy to beat.
Yeah, it's a feeling of mastery.
42 gold coins and 42 silver. If it's 10 silver to a gold, then we're at 46, which is not enough. Unless they include the credit for the selling the leather
Discommoded is thrown off the toilet. Yes.
Well,
all I know is I get into week 2 or 3, the game starts giving me cheatars during the day. Yes. It's related to skill, but I have no idea. Well, it is. It's related to distance from the town, too, and that you're tougher. So, yeah, we want you to feel like you're going to be challenged here. Oh, we found the graveyard and the route. Oh, we're running everywhere where we're going to run out of vigor.
Probably.
All right, keep going. What is your opinion on scaled leveling? It's a good thing, and it's a bad thing. The bad thing is... why didn't you buy wood?
I was going for food.
Okay, fine. We might need both. The bad thing is it doesn't let you feel like you're progressing because battles are always tough. We weren't going to waste our money here, were we? All right, fine. By having it not scaled, then, you have to build up for, to get to these places and that. Yep, you've traveled so far and ended up in Tarna. Have we tried to sell the healer some mushrooms? Did we try to sell the mushrooms? I think we did the first day, yes. We still have mushrooms, and we should sell those. We shouldn't be holding mushrooms for any reason. I think you struck a good balance in this game. You feel rewarded for your hard work while continuing to progress. That's the key, is to make you feel like you've progressed. What time is it?
First of all, we do have mushrooms.
Yes, I said we need to sell those.
I could dump our rocks again.
No.
Sunset approaches.
Yeah, you could really beat the game staying under level 10, avoiding the nasty enemy powers, and being amazingly overpowered because equipment and material didn't scale, but you didn't buy food, so we'll be hurting tomorrow.
I ate, though.
Yeah, I know.
Walk. It's hard to get to the store if running. Knock.
And there's a likely ban evader. Restricted. We got a person to ban. Is there anything to do in the barbershop? No, it's just a floor front. If you're not aware of the medieval guild system, then what inspired you to making each game take place in a different land? Well, we're aware of guild. We made a game called Fantasy Guild.
Ban. There is a right click and a face.
Oh, good. That makes it much easier. Okay, much easier. Yes, we had but from the beginning we wanted to take the player around, to various places. We knew we wanted to do the game that way. You didn't want it just to be.
And Arlo asked if we weren't aware of the medieval guild system.
Yes.
Of course we were aware of the medieval guild
Yeah.
system. We've read a lot of stuff about that, a lot of stuff about the Middle Ages, so we're not entirely ignorant.
Yeah.
And I can't get this
I
straight.
don't know.
Okay, buy vigor potion. Guess I already did that. Control I.
Sell mushroom.
Sell mushrooms, and we have 3 potions of healing.
Okay,
That's good
fine.
enough. Sell mushrooms. This is very nice. I'll try them grind them into power. Let me think. Oh yes, I think I said these are worth the gold. Here you are.
Those are really worth it. How many mushrooms? 3.
I had
She
3.
took all 3. Okay, fine. That's a really good investment for money.
Yeah. We can go get more mushrooms. We still have a dispel potion that we had to. It's getting dark.
That is.
I'm gonna go up and work for a
I
night.
don't think we can get in the castle if it's dark.
Maybe it's only nearly dark.
We'll find out. Oh, no guards at the castle door.
Open gate. Nobody here to open the portcullis.
I guess we'll have to go kill something.
Yes. I guess we won't be able to get into town either.
You could go up by Arana's Peace and try and find something interesting to kill around that area.
Yeah.
Who would guess the healer was into mushrooms? Not as much as Salim was into mushrooms. Yes, really. What are you going to call it?
Night.
Setjar went home to sleep too. Yeah. Not so OP to climb the walls. We didn't give ourselves enough climbing skill to begin with, so we didn't get that. We have to do this fairly straightforward.
Yeah, the idea is that each class has specialties, and climbing is a rogue thing.
Yep, to give the rogue more variation.
I saw someone there, but I didn't. I think
Salim probably got some crazy mushrooms. Yeah, you know he does.
Crazy mushrooms. I think I'm walking over towards the troll or the ogre. Did we ever kill the ogre?
Yeah, we did. We killed this whole set. So, this is an empty room.
I should have gotten more out of that chest.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Guys, you have a great opportunity to have a troll or cheetar if you're trying to max out points. Yep. Oh, mantra, yes. All right.
I'm not fully healed or restored, but we're pretty good though.
Well, we are good now. And we got him. But he's kind of worthless.
No, we're doing this for a reason. We're doing it because in order to get maximum fighter points, we need to kill one of every
I
type.
know that, but I meant searching is kind of useless.
Oh, okay, fine.
You could eat a fruit. Not that it'll keep you from having to eat that one. Mantrays are some of the oddest fauna here, but they intrigue me. They were because every artist got their choice of what monster they wanted to have specifically for the game. And the mantray was Kendishues, because Kendishue loved painting stingrays and mantas. And I love manta rays. So I said, yeah, sure, we can make that work.
Stamina
All right.
restored, health restored,
health
weapon
restored.
use good.
Go eat another fruit so we don't use up our last fruit.
I don't think you can. I don't think
Can
you'll
you?
let me.
It's the next day. You guys were definitely into geology when we were making this game, yes. Also, with Chance Thomas, his underwater music was very good, very relaxing. Yes, I thought that whole, this whole swimming stuff was pretty fun. Yes, almost exactly 2 hours and 15 minutes of streaming now. You definitely got into a groove with the long play today. Yes, we definitely decided to do this and actually play the game. Oh, there's something to kill. Something to get rid of. Just get rid of them. Like that. There. There's 5 copper or so.
No, they give silver. There's no copper in this
I
game.
know.
2 silver coins.
Yep. A veritable
Kobold's fortune. That was a line from our D&D games.
Yep.
Meaning not much at all.
Yes. But it was a fortune to that kobold. It was all he had.
So
All right, what are you walking around for now?
I'm looking for more monsters.
About it's daytime. What else do we need? Did we? Oh, we needed food. We could go back to town and get some. Oh, there's your monster.
Ha! Nope.
Oh, he hurt you.
He did. So there was the Sword of Truth episode of South Park based on World of Warcraft.
Ooh!
Now we got three of them. Fortunately, they take turns.
Yeah. You killed a goblin.
Kill the goblin again.
You need their bodies. Yes. These goblins are so
Anyway, in that episode, the idea was that they were fighting against a guy who had no life and did nothing but play World of Warcraft. So they weren't tough enough to fight him. And if I recall, they convinced the game master to let them use the Sword of Truth, but he said, oh, you can't do that unless you're maximum level. And they weren't maximum level. So therefore, they had to grind to maximum level, but they couldn't go anywhere without being killed by this, no life guy. So therefore, they ground by killing boars in Elwyn Forest over and over and over again. So that's what killing goblins is like.
Yeah.
We have 42, 47 gold because we wasted a bunch of it on healing potions. Mm-hmm. Wasted a bunch of it staying alive. And if it gets to nighttime, up to impatient to rest. And if it gets up to nighttime, because it is mid-morning. And that'll be fine. We'll just end up killing some nighttime tougher monsters.
That which has no life.
Yes.
Well, we could get another mushroom to get our gold out of the healer woman.
If she'll take any more, I think there's a limit to how much she'll buy. Get mushrooms. A big handful of smaller mushrooms and carefully put them away in your pack. Well, we could go over that way then. And you wanted to buy some rations. So one of the marks of a good role-playing game, according to the CRPG Addict.
We did not play Warcraft. We did not play Warcraft 2. Would not have played.
We were told that Warcraft 2 was an amazing game by Gaino Hain, who was co-author of EcoQuest and worked with us at Sierra, and we just never actually got around to it because that was not normally our style of game.
No, it wasn't. I mean, World of Warcraft would never have been our style of game either. It's a
But it turned out to be a lot of fun.
It turned out to be.
Yes.
We did World of Warcraft because my co-writer Michelle Baker
talked
us into it.
Yeah, I had heard about World of Warcraft. Everybody where I worked at BH Development, which was making Jet Set Poker, the boss was playing it, a couple of the other employees were playing it. And they talked about it all the time, and it sounded exciting. And I said, if I start playing that game, I know myself. I have an addictive personality. I will do nothing but play that game.
And he was right.
And I was right.
Now we are.
And now I do nothing but play that game. But I'm an old guy and I'm retired, and why not?
You got it.
Yep. Not used to me. Well, somebody said I needed to hit F to fight. You see, so.
I see. Well, it's too
okay. We are now. Remember earlier on we were fighting these guys and they were tough. Well, no longer.
You can only give
20 silver. That's a jackpot.
We can only give them to the healer 2 or 3 times. Unless you play VGA where there is no limit, which meant somebody didn't know there was a limit on it.
Yeah, somebody didn't program it that way.
Yep. Because they can catch all the
Actually,
nuances.
I think running...
I like the running. I like the hair flows when we run.
Yeah, it will burn through our stamina, but it may increase our strength from running a lot.
I don't know. I'm sure you heard of the Warcraft Adventure Council game. Yes, I have
Yes.
seen the art for it.
And that was actually, somebody actually posted a build of that. Nope. 10 silver. We are just about enough to buy a suit of armor if we don't buy food, but we need food.
You had the limit saying she says she has a limit, and then she doesn't. She just buys it anyway. Well, she feels sorry for you. She likes you.
And
She'd like you to come back and come more often because, she's lonely there. And you're a nice young man, and she'd love to kiss you again, but, you're not letting her do that.
what are we buying now? Oh, selling mushrooms.
We're selling mushrooms.
Not mushroom for error.
Yep.
Let's try it again. We don't have any.
Well, I guess we can't do that.
Okay, we have 51 gold.
Yeah, that's not enough. We need to...
No, it's enough to buy one set of rations, maybe.
Well...
And maybe have enough left for the armor.
Until you steal for her.
Oh, remember he's going to... Yeah, if you steal from the healers, she will never let you in again. Okay, when he's going to give us a refund for our leather armor.
Okay.
So ask about price. Ask about armor. 500 silvers. Buy armor. Should I have... Okay, we got a silver. Okay, now we can buy. Now we should still have some money because of the refund. 6 gold coins. Buy rations. But if I'd done the other order, I might not have had enough.
The first time I played the game, I stole from the hero. We could buy apples instead of the rations. How much are the
Okay, way more.
rations?
Cost us a gold. No, cost us 5 silver.
Okay. That's pretty cheap.
Take for 5 rations.
It looked like Warcraft
Want to buy
Adventures
2 sets? We'll get 2 sets.
had a lot done. It was not good or something. It would
Zero
have been a good way
silver,
to get adventures into Yes, it would have. And I guess they had no clue why they really decided to cancel it, because there were people really wanting to do that game.
Okay, Control C, someone says erased it. Armored up.
Okay. Replace.
Okay, so now if we look at our stats...
We have armor.
It doesn't show the armor.
No.
And our weapon use is really good. Our strength is getting up there, so we're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
We have 1 chainmail armor, and we have 68 out of 76 pounds on the weight allowance.
You know something? We could save the game, quit the game here. Because it's
finish it?
4:25.
Oh, we could. Okay. And then we can finish it next time
the eternal game.
when we have the leisure to really explore the Brigand's Fortress and all the many ways to die and so on.
I'm not big on RTS games, so I didn't play Worldcraft that much. But the ones I did enjoy were StarCraft and the Age of Empires 1 and 2. Well, don't ask Corey about Might and Magic, because he'll talk to you about it and how that was.
Not too long, but I did play
his game
Heroes of Might and Magic was the game. Let's go to camera. And Heroes of Might and Magic was a pretty good game. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 was the sweet spot. It had really interesting monsters, good interface, and it was a very difficult game. Very easy to get yourself into a no-win situation. The predecessor to Heroes of Might and Magic, King's Bounty. Very, very easy to paint yourself into a corner where you could not win the game. So that's not a good thing. But Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3 were the sweet spot.
And right now, I'm doing a lot of playing the Plunder Storm, which is the World of Warcraft variation. That is, what kind of game is that called? That's called a...
It's a Royale, Battle Royale.
Yeah, Battle Royale, which is an odd one for me to like. It's all about, you're in this location with 30 to 60 other players, and it's winner take all. You try to survive till the end. And there's treasures everywhere to find, and those treasures give you your abilities.
So if you defeat other players, you get to take their plundered gold and greatly increase your score. The only problem is we've discovered that that's a losing strategy.
We're terrible at it,
but in general, if you're fighting other players, you're just as likely to lose as to win. So we found actually the winning strategy for the game is avoid all fights, hide out, wait till the late game until there's only
Till
5
they
or fewer
kill
teams.
each other off.
They all kill each other off, and then you get a pretty good. But you don't get the
You
maximum
don't get
plunder
the
reward.
you don't get the right rewards. You don't plunder as much as anybody else. But I make it consistently to the top 5 players that are left in the game, and that's really, to me, that's the win.
Whereas I play it, I tend to be more aggressive, and I tend to attack other players. And I think I've won 2 battles.
I think I have
maybe
yes,
3.
Yes, I'm like level 30, and I have maybe a kill. I have 1 kill that I know of, and maybe 2 because the guy was we were it was chaos.
Kid Icarus says there was a Might and Magic puzzle game called Clash of Heroes that was actually quite lovely.
Wasn't that an online game? Wasn't that
yeah.
a phone game?
Yeah, it was a casual game. I don't know if it was on. Yeah, it probably was on phones and tablets.
Wow, there really is a Moroccan restaurant called Aziz's. I wonder,
If the owner is obsessed with manners.
I don't know. Cool. I always thought Quest for Glory 2 took place in Morocco until my trip to Switzerland, where I decided it was Baghdad. Of course, it was Arabian Nights.
It's Arabian Nights, which is largely in Baghdad, but
In Iran and Iraq, yeah. Iran.
But it's kind of northern Africa,
No,
Shapiro's.
where is that? Where is Iran and Iraq?
Well, Iran and Iraq are
Yeah.
to the east of the Mediterranean
Right,
Sea.
yes.
Yeah.
So Morocco is not that.
Near Israel.
But Morocco does have a lot of the look.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely that whole
Shima
area.
does cook you a tagine. Yeah, we actually have a tagine.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
We don't use it very often, but Lori
No, we
does
don't
cook
use
tagine chicken and stuff.
Here, tagine. For those people that don't know what it is. It is
Also known as a clay oven.
It's a clay oven.
So it's a 2-part thing.
And
it is designed as a hole on the top so that steam will escape.
And that's how you cook. It'll cook evenly and then steam your stuff while you're doing it.
Lori is, by the way, an excellent cook, and she likes to experiment and try different recipes.
Yep. Ah, you have one too. Cool.
Good.
Got any good recipes? I like. None of my recipes are standard, and I like an apricot chicken cooked in the tagine, but cooked in a pressure cooker or whatever, because I don't usually use that.
And I like paprika on everything, so chicken paprikash always sounds good.
Good, and we've never made it once or
I think
twice.
we did,
Once
and
or
it
twice.
was
Right
just
now we are going to be eating beef stroganoff for the next week.
Yeah. So we bought a tri-tip, which is a very popular cut of meat in California that we had never heard of until we came out here. Oakhurst, they used to do tri-tip dinners and things for benefits.
We had a roast tri-tip, and now
it's an inexpensive and delicious cut of meat.
It's not that inexpensive, but it's better than steak.
It used to be the cheapest. Now it's merely kind of inexpensive.
Oh, a Moroccan chef taught him the lamb and plums one. Cool.
Nice.
That sounds great.
Anyway, so Lori has a great beef stroganoff recipe, which of course she changes every time.
I mean, we're closing now.
We're closing anyway.
But,
it's 4:30 on the California coast, but we did start a couple minutes late.
Well, yeah, not much.
So.
At any rate, what were you saying about the?
So anyway, just with the leftovers of having had a couple meals of beef and beans, discovered we had so much beef left that it made quite a bit of stroganoff. Because stroganoff's a good way to stretch.
So we'll eat stroganoff for another week. So we're good. At any rate,
and hopefully not get food poisoning.
Pleasure meeting you all, having you all here. We're glad to see you. We'll have everything changed next time.
And we might be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
We will plan on being back in 2 weeks, but it sort of depends on
what's
going on with our remodel.
Yes.
The house will be all torn up, but maybe we can find a place to put our computers.
So, see you all then. Have fun.
And live long and prosper. Except I can't do that very well. Lori can.
Live long and prosper.
Well, see,
and
she does
peace
it
and
easily.
long life. Yes.
I can do it if I push them apart. And then
hopefully get rid of that pesky cough. We are sure hoping so.
That cough has been going on since December. It's
right.
been 3 months plus.
So, bye-bye all. See you next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Click
the end stream.
Yes, clicking the end stream button if you could get that mouse to